Glory and honor. Hallelujah. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High, the owner, the creator, the possessor of all things. In the name and glory of his only begotten beloved Son, our Messiah, who's currently sitting at his right hand right now as we speak. Long live the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, honor and humility, STL. Right back at it. DC and Marvel Comics Exposed. This is part 3. The Fear of Isra-Elite Supermen, or Israelite Supermen, part 3. And it was all in the spirit of the Almighty. The Most High had me bringing this out. And then Stan Lee dies yesterday.
Wow.
A couple people was hitting me up like, man, it's wild you brought that out. It was all in the spirit, y'all. That's what it was. They all day, Stan Lee died. I'm like, dang, straight. But we've been talking about his inspiration and where he got the ideas for all these comic book heroes and all that. And it's none other than the scriptures, man. You understand? Even if you was to find some type of source other than the scriptures, it's gonna be very, very limited. You feel me? Like the Bible is very spiritual, very supernatural. The whole book is supernatural. Spiritual. It's things that you can't explain just with your carnal reasoning. The Babylonian westward thinking. You couldn't even figure it out. You understand? So we're gonna finish it off. We're gonna go into some more scriptures because Israel, whenever we got in the jam, we would call him Yod Hey Wahey, Yahweh. Or some brothers say Yahuwah or Yahuwah, Yahweh. You know, you hear all that. You understand? But it's spelled Yod Hey Wahey in Hebrew. You understand? And that goes to that, and that's who we would call on our power. You understand? And miracles would happen for us. You know, the unseen to get the moving for us, and we have like visible evidence of it. You feel me? So in today's term, you would call it not only our king, not only our God, but also our technology. You understand? Because I mean, what else is there? If we must have a weapon on our side, y'all don't got it. If it's one of us and we chasing 1,000, and 2 of us putting 10,000 to flag, what kind of weapon they fighting with?
Right.
You understand? That he's our God, our power, our technology. You understand? Our creator. Right. And if you start mimicking the prayers of your forefathers when they were in despair, or when they was in situations that look helpless or whatever, you'll start seeing. You'd be like, oh, okay, mimic them prayers in full faith, and it's certain as gravity. It's certain as gravity. It's certain as me dropping this pen right there. You feel me? Call on it, you ask for it in full faith, it's done. It's done. You just gotta believe it, man. Everything is based off thought. You know what I'm saying? Then you speak it, and then it's reality. That's the whole thing.
Right. Yep.
You feel me? So that's the whole thing. I was talking with a brother matter of fact, this morning. Talking to a brother this morning. There's a lot of unfortunate things that done befell the brother. And as we look back over the past year, it was all a product of his thinking. His thinking and his speaking manifested his whole entire reality. You understand? And that's just a lesson for all of us. Those are things that go down so we can see and we can learn and get better and be more conscious with our thoughts, you know what I'm saying, our talk and our walk. Like we're supposed to be aiming all the time to be righteous. Aiming or challenge yourself. Feel me? Because within that, you feel me, there lies the power of the Most High line doing within us, man. You feel me? We really don't realize how powerful we are, how closely connected we are. We're still viewing the Bible from a religious Babylonian westward mindset. You feel me? Instead of a blueprint, you feel me, to this revolution. Everybody claiming they want. Feel me? But not willing to put in the discipline and the work and dedication to get it done. You feel me? So I'm your brother Malachi Maccabee. To my left, I got my beloved brother
Yak
Ellie. So we're gonna get into this. Matter of fact, let me check the chat real quick, see what's going on. Shout some of y'all Hebrews out. And then we're going to get it done, man. We got about 20 plus scriptures we need to get into. And you'll see whenever we jammed up and we call on the Almighty. And in this hour, you know, we about to be going through what's called Jacob's trouble. Been going through it, actually. We need to learn to call on the Most High. I tell you in Proverbs, matter of fact, where you got your 16:11 on you? Right, you're ready. Grab that for me. We need Proverbs 18 and 10. They tell you in the book of Proverbs that the name of the Most High is a strong tower. It's a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Feel me? So our God, the name of our power, the name of our God, feel me, believe it or not, feel me, It's our technology, if you want to call it that, our God, our power, our creator, all of that. All of the above. Let me shout everybody out real quick. Who all up in the blue tinsel? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Malman Malak Ban Yasha Allah. Shalom, Akbakar Yehuda. Irish Stevens, Shalom, She Brooke, Star. Shalom, fam. Ellis Good, Tuvaya, the administrator. One Solar Light, J. Judah, Shalom. My sister Joy. Don't start nothing. That's my Facebook. That's our Facebook sister. Don't start nothing. All right, Poppy. What it do, my She Brooke sister? Darius King, Gazriel Maccabee, Shalom. Yeah, put that Maccabee on it. I feel you. Call Yehuda, okay? I shouting her. Fad Rider. Shalom to the congregation, Israel. Shalom, Malachi, Shalom, Shalom, blessings, blessings. Gladstone and Jamie Morse, and Mina J. All good. All right, y'all. So we about to get into this real quick. Yeah, read the Proverbs 18 for me real quick. All right. Proverbs 18, that's a scripture. I ain't even, it just hit me like we gotta go there.
Proverbs 18.
Proverbs 18, I believe it's 10. Proverbs 18 and 10.
Yeah. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh is a strong tower.
It's a strong tower. Go ahead.
The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
We've got the strong tower definition. The name of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, Yahweh, is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. You understand? Abide in the grace of the Most High by staying righteous. Anytime we out of bounds, we are not protected. You understand? And feel me? We basically playing Russian roulette with our soul. Maintain a righteous vibration. I know it'll be hard at times, but focus. Focus. Easy as your mind drift, focus. You got to practice that looking at one spot on the wall to work on your concentration. Do that. Every time your mind drift, come back to that one spot. You understand? That's a work on your concentration. Feel me? And maintain a righteous vibration. Because if you do, the name of the Most High is a strong tower to those that are under his vibration, man. He that abideth in the secret place of the Most High. It ain't you out there loose lipping and loose legging, you feel me, committing all type of iniquity, then expecting to be protected, man. You feel me? People dying every day out here, man. Precisely 250,000 people every day die globally. Your number, my number up in there somewhere. Oh, you got 250,000 people die every 24 hours. You feel me? We play this thing like it's the lottery, man. So what the strong tower say?
H5797. Might, strength.
So the name of the Most High is our might, our strength. Feel me? So when we look at the definition of technology, you can understand where we're coming from. That the Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, Yahweh. You understand, brothers? Some Yahuwah, all of them are powerful vibrations. If you hold your throat and say them, your fingers vibrating. Yahweh. It's all vibration. It's all powerful. You understand? Go ahead, Op.
Material or physical, personal or social or political.
Yeah, so you seen the mighty strength. What the Strong's definition say on down? Yeah, that right there.
Strength in various applications.
Strength in various applications. So the name of the Most High, you understand, is the weapon that we had on our side, along with the Ark of the Covenant. But he placed his testimony in that, which was his law, the 10 Commandments. You understand? So that's our weapon. How one of us can chase 1,000? We must be banging with something y'all ain't got. You know what I'm saying? What forces with us that's not with everybody else? Name Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, our power, our creator. All right, go ahead.
Force, security.
Hold on, force. So you get stuff cracking, huh? You get something moving. Force, huh? Then they said, what? Security. Wow. So your protection as well. Okay, what else?
Majesty.
Oh, man.
Praise. Boldness. Loud.
Wow. No, quiet and whispering. Use your inside voice, Mally. It'd say the name of the Most High is a strong tower. One of them definitions is loud.
God.
Might, power, bold. Huh? It don't sound like no friendly suburban whisper. Huh? All right, what else does it say, my brother?
Strength.
Yeah.
Strong.
Wow. And the Hebrew word there is Oz, where you get the word Uzi from. That's a Jewish made gun, Uzi. Oz, Ayan, Zion, actually. And they put the yod at the end of it, Uzi, meaning my strength. You know what I'm saying? Just something real quick for y'all. So look, all right, so you see the name of the Most High is a strong tower. Can you read that verse for me one more time? All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Yeah, It's the name of the Most High is a might. It's our might. It's our power. It's our strength. It's our, you understand? It's our advantage. Go ahead,
The righteous runneth into it,
right,
and is safe.
And it's safe. You understand? So all praise glory now. So look, what we're gonna do is pull up the scriptures on the screen like we've been doing, y'all. We're gonna go to Ephesians. We're gonna lay a few core scripts, and then we're gonna get into situations to where our back was against the wall, and we called unto the Most High, called him by his name. You understand? Brought up his promises. You feel me? And asked him directly what it is we needed of him. And he answered. You feel me? And it's as certain as this pen hitting the table if I drop it. You got to know that. You understand? We have to transform and be renewed in our minds, man. That's what being born again is all about. Stop looking at this thing how you've been conditioned to look at it. You understand? Ain't nothing you can't do. It ain't even a physical problem. It's a mental problem. It's how we think. We've been conditioned to think. You've been conditioned to look at or view the world in a certain manner. You feel me? You've been conditioned to think or view the Bible in a certain manner.
That's right.
You feel me? That's what it is. So again, it ain't no box. I'm gonna tell you, get out the box. It ain't no box, man. Ain't nothing. We gonna share this out. This Ephesians right here. This Ephesians 6th chapter. I'm gonna screen share real quick. Y'all bear with the Hebrew for 1 second. So that way, if y'all ain't got it, y'all can just look on up here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get her done. That's that verse retrieve from Blue Letter 2 Vaya. I know you was talking about that not that long ago. But see, I just hit enter. I already had my scripts typed in, and it pulled right up. And you can copy it to your clipboard and save them. You know what I'm saying? You need to come back and, you know what I'm saying, do further lessons or add to it or whatever. That's what you need to do. All right, so let me go ahead and put the screen share on real quick. All right. Bang. Well, it ain't no thing. We're going to get her done. I want to thank the Most High for allowing us to come together once again.
That's right.
You feel me? And throw down his word. You understand? I believe a lot of us take his word for granted. You know what I'm saying? Or take the fact that we, getting together and chopping it up for granted, man. This is beautiful. Every time we do something like this, we get stronger. You understand? Matter of fact, before we read this, I'm going to go ahead and read this definition of technology so y'all can understand what I'm saying. The name of Yahweh is our strong tower, our might, our boldness, our confidence, our power. You understand? Our advantage. Definition of technology. It says definition 1A, and this is a medical technology right here, right? Medical technology, which is major because we're going to touch on aspects of healing toward the end of the lesson and the power that lies within there too. You understand? So the medical definition of technology says the practical application of knowledge, especially in a particular area. So for the Messiah to be healing all manner of disease, or for him to give us power to heal all manner of disease, he gave us the knowledge to do it. You understand? It ain't hocus pocus. You feel me? It's a direct science. It's knowledge. It's something that's observable and recordable. You see what I'm saying? People seen them do it, and it's recorded in the scriptures. Scientific fact then. So it says the practical application. You feel me? That means you're applying this of knowledge, especially in a particular area. Right? The Messiah had understanding of how the body worked, the anatomy of the body. Of course, he was in on creating. You see what I'm saying? And he gave that same power and knowledge to his disciples after to do the same thing. All right. In the name of the Most High. And if you ask it in the name of his son, it's nothing the Most High won't do for you. All right. Definition B is a car fuel saving technology, a capability given by the practical application of knowledge. Again, though, right? A capability, right? Something that we got, you ain't got, right? Something we got. Like on our side, it could be one of us, but we can chase 1,000 of yours. What capability, what weapon is this that we have? What force is this that we possess? We're capable of defeating, even though we outnumber 10,000 or 1,000 to 1. Right? A capability given by the practical application of knowledge. Yeah. The Most High tell you, it tell you even in the book of Colossians and Ephesians to not just know the Messiah, but to grow in knowledge of him. Right? Definition 2. New technologies for information storage. It says a manner of accomplishing a task, especially using technical processes, methods, or knowledge. So, you know, when we about to go to war with the Assyrians and we pray to the Almighty and we wake up the next morning and all of them dead, you wouldn't say task accomplished? A manner of accomplishing a task, right? How do we accomplish this task? By calling on the name of the Almighty.
That's right.
You see that? That's what this is about. All right. Definition 3, the specialized aspects of a particular field or endeavor. All right. So we're gonna go into these scriptures right here. First scripture we at, y'all, is Ephesians 6:10-18. Let me type that on in the chat. Ephesians 6:10-18. Tuvaya got it though. I'm gonna go ahead and let the Ak go ahead and put it on down. And the Most High bless you, my Ak, mailman Malak Ban Yasha Allah. Bless you, priest. All right, so we're gonna go into this again, y'all. DC and Marvel Comics Exposed, the Fear of Isra-Elite, Supermen, part 3, the passing of Jack. I was calling him Jack Lieberman, Stan Lieberman or Stan Lee. His partner name was Jack Kirby. Y'all forgive me for that. You know what I'm saying? But with the passing of Stan Lee, you understand, and the Most had us starting. I mean, days before he ended up dying. He did, but all these inspirations for these superheroes and how he got so rich and all that was based off your history, Zion. This is what they fear. They fear you don't learn to get supernatural on the heat. Once you learn to get spiritual on, revolution is here. It's a wrap. It's nothing you can do. Like the Messiah told Pilate, I'll call down a legion of angels right now.
That's
right. He had the power. He had the knowledge to do that. He knew how to do it. And it got done. And what it got done if he called it. You understand? Just like many of the prophets of old. All right. All praise and glory down. Bro, say, wow, the revelation of understanding the words is powerful within itself, no doubt. All right, so we in Ephesians 6, y'all. Ephesians 6, 10-18. Let's get it, Hebrew.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Most High.
I'll be what?
Be strong in the Most High.
Meaning y'all be confident. Be confident. You understand? Don't doubt our Creator. Right? What you want from him. Right? Call him by his name. Address him by his name. Bring to remembrance his promises and be specific in what you want from him and seal it in the vibration of Yahweh of Nazareth, of Mashiach that's sitting at his right hand, and as certain as gravity is, your prayers will be answered. You understand? Strong. In other words, be confident. Something you don't think he can get it done. And ain't nothing he can't get done. We read in the book of Luke chapter 1, there's nothing impossible with the Most High. You either believe it or you don't. All right, come on now.
And in the power of his might.
Yeah, and in the what?
And in the power of his might.
Y'all, we talking about power. We talking about the very power that kicked off creation and started creation. That's power, y'all. Be strong or confident in Yahweh and in the power of his might. This is not a weak God we serve.
No, sir.
This is not a chump sucker God we serve. And our forefathers knew that, man. We had certain forefathers that were so in sync with the Most High. Like you in sync with your damn phone today. Or like you sync all your Google contacts. We have forefathers that were so in sync with the Most High, bro. It wasn't nothing. You feel me? They were certain in the Most High. It wasn't nothing they feared. You feel me? Forefathers like King David killing lions and birds and Goliath. And told Goliath I'm cutting your head off before he cut it off.
That's right.
You see?
Uncircumcised heathen.
Yeah. Came to a gunfight with a knife for real and won. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
Nothing fit on. I'm into the brothers work on too. Friends too. But this is what Paul is speaking about, or Shaul is speaking about right here in Ephesians, is not nothing physical. Right? So how do you put on something that's not physical? You see? How do you do that? How do you put on something that's not physical? You see, by what? By taking on a belief. Y'all, this war is actually a war over belief.
That's it.
It's an ideological war. It's a war on belief, man. Right? Another word they use is faith. War on faith. Right? On the it's a belief set. It's a mindset. How do we know? Because it say that you may be able to stand against the tricks of the devil. How the devil trick you first? He convince you first in your mind. Physical. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Right.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
See, this war, the origin of this war ain't physical. By the time you see bloodshed, y'all, that's the last stage of war. Bloodshed is the last part of war. You feel me? It got to go down in the spirit first. And when we get into the Maccabees, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to see heavenly forces fighting. You're going to see forces fighting for us. Right? Right before Jerusalem sacked, the forces on each side in the spiritual realm are banging. This thing is a spiritual war. Yeah, it manifests in the flesh. One without the other. So yeah. Right. So even though it's a spiritual war, it manifests in the flesh. It gets physical too. All right. Come on now.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh.
Yeah.
That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
Yeah.
And having done all to stand.
Let you know, put on strong faith, man. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Really believe this thing. Y'all, it's a thinking problem we have. The thinking, you've been conditioned and trained to think a certain way. Right? As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. You gotta be more responsible with our thoughts, our talk. That way we may manifest a righteous walk, man. Like, period.
That's right.
Period. That's just what it is, right? So this armor of the Most High, y'all, is an ideology. It's a belief. It's faith. It's full faith in the Most High. It's full faith in the gospel. All right, come on now.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
What them truth draws at? You know, ain't talking physical. You see? Talking about the loins of your mind. Have it girt about with what? With truth, man. That's how you know. Truth ain't that let me go to the store and give me a whole order of truth. You feel me? It ain't nothing physical. It's a belief. Right? Come on now.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod of the gospel of peace, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
You see, your faith, you feel me? And knows your faith is a shield, right? It protects you from fiery darts, right? In the spirit. But your faith is what's needed to overcome any of these obstacles. It's that faith, man. It's that strong conviction. That's that fully persuaded mentality. Can't tell me nothing else. Answer. All your belief or your faith at that level, you understand, it acts as a shield for you. It protects you from the fiery darts of the wicked. You understand? And when you operate on that level, you see miracles as well.
That's right.
Bigger the faith, the bigger the miracles. Let's get it out.
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
The sword of the Spirit is the word of the Most High. So yeah, you know, you cut spirits all day by the word of the Almighty. See that? That's the sword of the Spirit. It didn't say a Draco, an AK-47. You understand? It didn't say an AR-15. See, it says the sword of the Spirit. Those physical guns I just named ain't shooting no spirits, man.
Or a machete.
Yeah. Yeah, that little machete ain't cutting nothing. You need a sword of the Spirit to properly wage war in the Spirit. Feel me? So now you gotta what? Apply the word. All right, come on now.
Praying always with all provocation in the Spirit.
You said praying always. That's something we don't play a lot is prayer. Prayer is a weapon as well. Name of the Most High is a weapon. Prayer is a weapon. You see? And as we examine some of the prayers of our forefathers, you're gonna see that they were getting results. Right? Praying always with all prayer. Them two prayers back to back. and supplication. So you're requesting something in the spirit, right? What else to say?
And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
And watching thereunto with all perseverance. Persevere, right? And supplication. More requests for all saints. Praying always. We should pray without ceasing.
Yeah, that's what
Most I should always be on your mind. Always, constantly. All right. All right. Y'all getting some understanding thus far, some buying of thus far. Put a 7 up in the chat. Next scripture we going to is 2 Corinthians 10, verses 3 through 6. 2 Corinthians 10, verses 3 through 6. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High.
All praises.
Owner, the creator, and the possessor of all things. Hallelujah. Y'all, good to see y'all today. Or this evening, should I say. Up in the chat. This is what we be looking for. Out the mud watchman, shalom. What it do? That's what we be looking for.
That's right.
All praise, glory. Now, okay, next, y'all, we going to 2 Corinthians 10, verses 3 through 6. 2 Corinthians 10, verses 3 through 6. Let's get it, Doc.
But though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
See, we walk in the flesh, but we don't war after. You understand? Even if somebody getting on your nerves on Facebook or Instagram, y'all got to understand, man, there are many devices in a man's heart. You don't know what is on our people's mind. You talking about 400 years of not knowing what's going on with thine self or thy God, man. You know the psychological trauma that affects us all. That's why Facebook and social media is very toxic, because it says what's on your mind. Everybody don't need to know what's on your mind. You understand? You're giving somebody an inside seat on what's going on with you. Because if somebody can study your mind, guess what? They got you. They can do what's called mind control on you. That's why y'all got to be careful when y'all on social media posting stuff about your problems, and you got to watch all that. You understand? You got to watch all of that thing. Toxic. It's a big old experiment. And it's proof that we all are attached to a program, because you can't do nothing without your phone today. You can't imagine living without it. I know you can't. The babies can't. Hell, if the babies can't live without their phone, I know you grown folk can't. Babies be ready to go crazy. They ain't got no phone. You be like, girl, we ain't had no phones. You know what I'm saying?
You put them on punishment.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, man. You got to be real with it, man. You got to be real with this thing. All right. So even though we walk after the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, right? We walk in the flesh, but that ain't where our war at. The origin of this war, y'all, believe it or not, spiritual. It start right in your mind. Right in your mind. Your mind is a battlefield for righteous forces and evil forces, right? And you got the willpower to yield either way. Right? And whoever you decide to yield to, your members to, whether righteousness, you feel me, or being wicked, all right? Then that manifests. You was thinking about it, you was overcome, you start speaking about it, and then that becomes your reality. It starts in your mind. All right. Come on, Hebrew.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, stronghold, y'all, is a belief. So a lot of us get mad at certain brothers because they may believe certain things, or certain sisters because they believe certain things, right? And you be like, well, dang, bump it. Right? Like they may not have rejected the Most High or his anointed Savior or his anointed, right? But they may see some things a little different. You over there like, I'm finna wipe the dust off my feet with him. Like, he ain't denied the gospel, brother, just because he believes something a little different. The thing is, what has happened is a belief is turned into what's called a stronghold. You see? So my question to you is, are you willing to wage war against that stronghold until it falls?
Okay.
The Romans waged war against Jerusalem for 7 years until it fell. You see? Are you willing? Do you love your brother or sister enough, should I say? Do you love your brother and sister enough to sit there and keep going over scripture with them again and again until that stronghold is took down? And in Israel, I don't see that, man. This is a whole bunch of vainglory, and people want to argue over, you understand, he believed that or he believed that. Well, you ain't even willing to sit down and rap with him. Yeah, so what's that say about you? You ain't even willing to tell you your weapons are mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. If what he believing is wrong, well, brother, guess what you need to do? Use your weapons of warfare. Huh? Use these mighty weapons you got to pull down that stronghold. And then, yeah, it may take a year or two, a month or two, right? But had you never had patience to wage war against that stronghold in brotherly love, man. You understand? In brotherly love, meaning you ain't ridiculing them or nothing. You understand? You just, hey, it may be a little mocking going on here and a little laughter. But the whole point is to what? To get him to see the error in what he believes. Remember, this is a war on belief, a war on faith. So you got the mighty weapons of war, but you don't use them to take the stronghold down. You don't wage war, right? So what are you really doing? Bragging about knowledge you have? You sitting on wisdom? Is that what we doing here? What verse 5 say out?
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High,
right? And
bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
You see that thought? I keep telling you, everything is about thinking, your thought, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Focus on righteousness. Focus on the Messiah. You see that? A stronghold is a belief, right? But your weapons are mighty. If you stick around long enough, you'll cast down an imagination, another belief, a thought, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High. See that knowledge word right there, right? And bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Messiah. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's what it is. That's what you're here to do. Your mission on earth is to wage war against the forces of darkness. You understand? That's what you sent her to do. Nothing more, nothing less. You sent her to wage war against the forces of darkness, man. To be a son and daughter of light. To represent the Melchizedek priesthood. All right, come on, bro.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
You revenge disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled, because the saints are going to judge the world. You see that? So if you love your brothers and sisters in this Israelite walk, y'all, you ain't gonna run into one Israelite you believe everything with. It's just true. Everybody, even those you fellowship with, brothers and sisters believe certain things or look at certain things differently. It's true. I'm not about to be saying the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean we don't strive to. That don't mean we don't strive to. You feel me? Even though we may not be seeing it the same way, brother, we got to talk about this. Let's get it. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. We got to talk about that. You got to be willing to converse with your people, man. You feel me? That's a love. That's a love. Yes, feelings may get hurt, swords may get pulled. It's all good, though. At least y'all talking about what gives life. Trip off that. All right. All right, so 2 Kings 18 is where we're going next, y'all. This is a situation where it was an enemy that was going to attack us, the Assyrians. You understand? And, Israelites start getting shook. You understand? Start getting shook. And Hezekiah had to, shout out to my son, Hezekiah. I just had a son named Hezekiah, matter of fact. But King Hezekiah, you understand? Hey, they had to petition the heavens. They had to petition the heavens. You understand? To get results. So we're going to read all the way down through chapter 19, but I'll be up here and say verse 28 through 37 so y'all can see between 2 Kings, 2 Kings, the 18th chapter. Hey, can y'all see that? I'm pretty sure y'all can. Y'all have said something by now. Yeah, 2 Kings 18. Aniyah, my Hebrew sister. What's the word, Queen? I see you on this deal. Yeah, I'm getting it in. Crystal McMullen, what up, cuz? That's Rain's got work to do. We got work to do. You understand? This is not no game out here, man. We send her to wage war against the forces of darkness. That's your mission. Period. And we can't get off that mission for anything. You understand? All right, so we in 2 Kings 18, y'all. We're gonna read 28 through 37. Out the mother say make it bigger. All right, man. I got you out. I'm gonna make it bigger for my out the mud watchman. I just made it small. I'm going off. All right, y'all. Hey man, that's 150 out the mud. Man, turn your phone. That's 150. If I go up more. See, I think that man went too far. Bang, bang, bang. That's cool right there. That's still cool, ain't it? I ain't got to slide over nothing. All right, I feel you out. All praise. All right, let's get it done, Hebrew.
Then Rob Shakel.
Shabba Ranks. I remember Shabba Ranks back in the day. This dude's name is Rob Shaka.
Rob Shaka.
Rob Shaka. Hey, yeah, when I first read this, I'm like, dang, let's say Shabba Ranks. I was seeing things backwards for a minute there. All right, so Rob Shaka. Come on, Hebrew.
Stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jewish language and spake to the great king, the king of Assyria. King, let not Hezekiah deceive, for he shall not be able to deliver you out of his hand. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord.
He said, neither let your king make you trust in Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. And remember, this ambassador, of the king is speaking in Hebrew. It says the Jews' language, so he's speaking in Hebrew, right? So he ended up having to say the Most High's name. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Now trip off this. The first enemy of your faith is what? Doubt. Doubt. This guy out here with this massive army and telling you your king is tripping. You understand? Nobody can deliver out my hand. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, Yahweh. Yahweh. Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
The Most High will surely deliver us. And the city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of the Assyria.
King of Assyria. So Hezekiah, he like, don't let Hezekiah fool you. We done conquered everybody. Right? Saying surely the Most High will deliver us in this city to the hand. He there to cast doubt right into your mind. See, before he can conquer you, he got to conquer you what? Spiritually or mentally first. Right? Then once you believe that, then he comes in and get at you. You see? The first attack on your faith is doubt. How do I make them doubt? Put fear into the equation. Once I introduce fear into the equation, they naturally are going to think a certain way. And guess what? They won't be protected. Because guess what? They don't have any faith.
The Most High didn't give us a spirit of fear no way anyway.
That's right. That's right. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Hearken not to Hezekiah. But thus say the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me, be a present, and come out to me.
He said, make an agreement with me by a present. You feel me? In other words, pacify my anger. Feel me? Bring me a gift. Show me your submission. You know how you before if you had to go through or go to
ye every man of his own vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink ye every one the waters of his cistern.
He said, if you come pacify my anger and bring me a gift, I'm gonna let you remain up under your own tree. You understand? Water from but first you must bring me a gift. You must show me that you are submitting to my crown. All right? Come on, Hebrew, verse 32. Oh, hold on. 1 up, 2, 4.
Until I come and take you away from your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of oil, olive, and of honey, that ye may live and not die, and hearken not unto Hezekiah, when he persuaded you, saying, the Most High will deliver us.
Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh will deliver. Don't listen to your king, man. He ain't gonna deliver, right? I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to remain in your land till I take you to a land like yours, flowing with milk and honey and olive oil and all that, right? But don't listen to Hezekiah, because he's making you trust in the Most High. This is the devil talking, bro. And this is an Assyrian, right? There to cast doubt on what? Your faith into your mind. All right, come on now.
Have any of the gods of the nations delivered at all his land out of the hand of the king of Syria?
He's like, look, ain't none of them other guys that showed up. Yours ain't gonna either. Come on now.
Where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim? And
they false gods. All right, come on.
Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? who are they among all the gods of the country that have delivered their country out of my hand? That the word for the king commanded was saying, excuse me.
What verse you in?
That have delivered their country out of my hand. That the Yohei should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand.
You see, he keep talking on our God like you understand, like he in covenant with him. He gonna try to compare our power, our creator, our technology to the gods of the heathens he done conquered. But he keeps speaking on, y'all look that Lord up right there as Yod-Heh-Wahed, right? So he's actually blaspheming, talking crazy about our power. What force or what weapon do we got on our side that will make us capable of defeating this massive army? Once we understand that, we understand on a deeper level, Yahweh is our technology. His name is a strong tower, something you ought to be confident in, something you ought to boast in. All right. And we're going to see as we go through these scriptures. All right. Come on now.
But the people held their peace and answered him not a word. For the king's commandment was saying, answer him not. Then came Elkim, the son of Hilkiah, which was over the household, and Shebna, the scribe, and Job, the son of Asaph, the recorder, to Hezekiah with their clothes rent, and told him the words of Rabshakeh.
Shabaranks. I always think about that. May the Most High bless you, Natasha Arsh. All right, so next, y'all, we into 2 Kings 19. The story continues. The story continues. Now, again, y'all, this is what they feared. This is what they feared. You done figured out how to get spiritual, right? And I'm telling you, it's certain as gravity. As certain as gravity, you can call on the same power, the same force, and full belief and get results. Now, imagine if all of us start linking up and doing that at a certain time. Mess around and crack the ionosphere. Or whatever they called it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the Most High, and see, again, they feared the Most High. Not only do we have knowledge of him, but that he starts respecting our prayers again as a nation. You feel me? You start seeing immediate results. We're going to see that when we get to the book of Judith and the Apocrypha. The heathens know. And that's why it's been zillions, not trillions or billions, zillions of dollars spent out to keep you distracted. You feel me? To keep you distracted and to even, you feel me, keep you blinded and have you looking at this thing through a spiritual lens. Not a spiritual, but a religious lens. You understand? A Western Babylonian type thinking, and that's way off. We back east. We read different, write different, talk different, walk different, all of it. Dress different. This is not your culture, Israel. This is not you. This is not your culture. You understand? So again, first thing we got to do is reform our minds. I tell you that in Romans the 12th chapter. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye what? Transformed. Another powerful word. What do you mean transformed? By what? The renewing of your mind. It all starts with our thinking. And we've been conditioned and trained to think and view the world a certain way. And everybody know. Everybody know. And the way we've been thinking ain't been getting results for us. So it's time to switch it up. All right. 2 Kings 19, 1 through 37. What did it say, y'all?
It came to pass when King Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth and went to the house of Yod-Heh-Wahed.
And went to the temple or the house of Yod-Heh-Wahed. He rent his clothes. Feel me? And he's showing the Most High when they used to rent their clothes and pour dust on their head or whatever and get lower than a footprint. When they prostrate themselves on their knees praying to the Most High. You understand? In his temple and all that, or, you know, however. Right? First thing is to do what? Show all humility. You don't come to the Most High creator of all things proud. Let me let you, dog. Now, first you got to get lower than a footprint, like my aunt be saying.
That's right.
Yeah? Lower than a footprint. Humble. Right? Who are you to be proud in the presence of your creator anyway? All right? So he rent his clothes, right? With sackcloth and went to the house of Yod-Heh-Wahed. Come on, huh?
And he sent Elikim, which was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and the elders of the priests, covered with sackcloth, to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos. And they said unto him, thus saith Hezekiah, this day and a rebuke and blasphemy, for the children are to come to the birth, and there is not strength to bring forth.
So you got to go holler at the Most High's man who you know he dealing with. They had to go holler at Isaiah or Yeshaya. Some brothers say Yeshayahu, right? And the Shebna, the scribe, and the elders of the priests, you know it's a problem. All them got to show up. Go holler at the prophet of the Most High. We know that's who we deal with. Right? Come on, verse 4.
It may be Yohe Wahe, thy power will hear all the words of Rabashak, whom the king of Assyria, his master, has sent to reproach the remnant, to reproach the living God, and will reprove the words which Yohe Wahe, thy power, have heard. Wherefore lift up thy prayers for the remnant that are left.
So they're telling Isaiah, look, lift up your prayers for the remnant that are left, because the Rabshakeh, right, the king of Assyria, done sin, he done reproach living power. Right? So in times of trouble, who you got to go holler? You got to go holler at who you know the Most High is dealing with. Right? Because the prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Somebody who's in their prayer and getting results. And that would be in that day who? Isaiah the prophet. Got to go holler at who you know the Most High dealing with, man. You feel me? And that's just what it is. All right, where we at?
Verse 5. So the servants of King Hezekiah came to Isaiah, and Isaiah said unto them, thus shall ye say to your master, thus why? Be not afraid of the words which thou hast heard, with which the servants of the king of Assyria has blasphemed me.
Right, so he's in the Most High done replied to Isaiah already. You understand? Right back to Hezekiah. Don't be afraid of this heathen. Do not be afraid of this heathen. All right, come on.
Behold, I will send a blast upon him.
I will do what?
I will send a blast upon him.
Boy, that's your power. I'm blasting off. I'm gonna send a blast. I'm gonna send a blast upon him. That's your power, man. That's how he answered through the mouth of his prophet. Don't be afraid of nothing, Israel. Right? If you of heaven and earth, nothing or no one or no thing can stand against you. Nothing or no one, no disease, no physical enemy, nobody, no spirit, nobody. Right? So he answers back. Don't be afraid. Behold, I will send a blast upon him. Come on.
And he shall hear a rumor, and he shall return to his own land. And I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. So Rabashak returned and found the king of Assyria warring against Libnah, for he had heard that he was departed from
Lachish.
Right. And when he heard say of Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, behold, he is come out to fight against thee. He sent messengers again unto Hezekiah, saying, thus shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah, saying, let not thy power in whom thou trusted deceive thee, saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria.
He say, boy, what he say? Don't let thy power in whom you trust deceive thee. Now trip off that again, y'all. Whatever attacks your faith or your belief, that's the devil. Doubt is the enemy of your faith. The bigger your faith, the bigger the miracles. Bigger the miracles. Understand, before this fight gets physical, he got to frighten what? With words that he's thinking. You see? If he conquers you mentally or spiritually first, he got you physically. That's the problem with Zion. We've been conquered spiritually. Even a lot of us who claim we actually, you know what I'm saying, are conscious now. A lot of us are still conquered spiritually, mentally. You're still conditioned and trained to think and act a certain way. Right? First step is get ready to fear. Don't man look later for that heathen. He want to fire shots, Most High right back at him, man. Look, don't fear. I'm going to blast him. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm blasting him. And he going to fall by his own sword in his own land. That's the end of the matter. And when you hear that, you supposed to trust in that. That's as certain as gravity, y'all. When you hear the Most High's promise after you done prayed and all that, that's certain as gravity. Believe it. All you got to do is show up. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
Behold, thou hast heard what the king of Assyria have done to all lands by destroying them utterly. And shall thou be delivered?
Shall you be delivered? I done destroyed everybody. How you gonna be delivered? King of Assyria then destroyed everybody. Then put in bondage everybody. How you gonna be delivered?
Have the gods of the nation delivered them, which my fathers have destroyed, as Gozan and Haran and Rezeph and the children of Eden, which were in Thelasar?
Come on.
Where is the kings of Hamath, and the king of Arpad, and the king of the city of Servaim,
right,
of Henna and Eva? And Hezekiah received the letter of the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went up into the house of Yehoiada and spread it before the Most High. And Hezekiah prayed before the Most High and said,
what did he do? He prayed. Y'all see, we read earlier in the scripture where it tell you to pray with all prayer and supplication. Prayer is a weapon. Prayer is how we petition the throne and get results. See, the name of the Most High and prayer go hand in hand. Because who are you talking to when you open up your mouth? All right? Come on, Hebrew.
And said, O Yahweh, power of Israel, which dwelleth between the cherubim.
Yeah, now the Ark of the Covenant had 2 cherubims on it. It was considered the throne of the Almighty. Right? Now, the Ark of the Covenant is more technology that we got. We showed up with the Ark of the Covenant. Remember, it's a capability on getting something done. Another weapon or technology we got. We go to war and nations are destroyed. Walls crumble. Right? So the Ark of the Covenant was considered the throne of the Almighty. That's where the high priest would go into the Holy of Holies and converse with the Most High on the Day of Atonement. You understand? Once a year. The Ark of the Covenant was a weapon, you understand, and we had it on our side and could nothing stand against us. All right? That dwelleth between the cherubims. Come on, Hebrew.
Thou art the power, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth.
You see that? So y'all see he's not sloppy in his language, is he? He addresses the Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael. Right? So he addressed who he talking to. Right? Thou art the power, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth. And then you bring into memory what the Most High has done. His mighty acts like creation. Right? Now, he's about to get specific on what he needs, his requests, his supplications. So you announce the Most High, call him by his name. You understand? Bring into memory his promises. Bring into memory the mighty deeds he done. Just like Hezekiah right here. This prayer worked for you too. Verse 16, what it say,
Yahweh,
yeah.
Bow down thine ear and hear. Open, Lord, thine eyes and see and hear the words of
Sennacherib,
which have sent him to reproach the living power.
So he's like, Most High, bow down your ear, Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Open your eyes and see and hear the words of this blasphemer, which have sent him to reproach you. So now you're asking the Most High to judge in this matter. Right? Oh, bow your ear, Heavenly Father. Open your eyes. Hear these words, this blasphemer, then you can pray the same way, Zion, and get results. All right? In full faith. Come on, Hebrew.
Of a truth, Yahweh, the kings of Assyria have destroyed the nations in their lands and have cast their gods into the fire. For they were no gods, for there were no gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone.
That's right.
Therefore, they have destroyed them. Now, therefore, Yahweh, our power, I beseech thee.
Our power, our technology, our creator, our force. You understand? We got a force on our side they ain't got. That's why 1,000 of them ain't enough for one of us. That's why. Because the name of Yod-Heh-Wah is a strong tower. That's why. When will we understand? 1,000 of them ain't enough for one of us. What force do you have on your side? Because if it's really the Most High, your prayers are as certain as gravity. All right, come on,
I beseech thee, save thou us out of his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art the Most High power, even thou alone.
He like even thou only, even like he said that all the kingdoms of the earth may know. Because look, this guy here obviously was the most powerful man in his time. Just like today, you got men supposed to be powerful in our time. No difference. They're the children of their forefathers. It is what it is. You understand? But they can be touched. You feel me? And again, y'all, this is what they fear, that you can summon a legion of angels. That you can pray and crack the heavens. This is what they fear. Right? And it's real simple, y'all. The blueprint is simple. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's real simple. All it requires is your full, undivided faith and belief.
That's it.
It's all it requires. For you to be certain in the Most High is the air you breathing in your nostrils. You understand? Miracles will happen. Ain't no might happen, will happen. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 20. Then Isaiah, the son of Amos, sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus saith the Most High, power of Israel.
See, he ain't talking about, dear Father God, and, every God, all the gods are the same. No, all the gods are not the same. Our God is not their God. Thus saith Yahweh Elohim Yasharallah, or Yisrael, right? Come on, Hebrew.
That which thou hast prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, I have heard.
This is what they fear, that the Most High will hear our prayers and respect them. What you sent up to my throne in full confidence, in that powerful vibration, you understand? In full faith, I heard that. I heard that prayer. Right? 21, what did it say?
This is the word that Yod-Heh-Wah has spoken concerning him. The virgin, the daughter of Zion, have despised thee and laughed thee to scorn.
And laughed thee to scorn, heathen. Ain't nobody tripping off your threats. Y'all, this is the spirit we need back in this earth. You can't be afraid in this hour. Tiptoe. Ooh, they powerful. Ooh, look at the USA. Ooh, look at Russia. Ooh, look at the Iron Dome in Israel. But if you flinching in this hour, you not ready. Because you supposed to possess a power they ain't got. Come on, let's get it.
The daughters of Jerusalem have shaken her head at
thee. Be laughing at your threats. Come on.
Whom hast thou reproached and blasphemed? And against whom hast thou exalted thy voice and lifted up thine eyes on high? Even against the holy ones of Israel.
The holy one of Israel, man. You understand? You signed your own death warrant. Go ahead,
By thy messengers thou hast reproached the Most High, and have said, with the multitude of my chariots I am come up to the height of the mountains, to the sides of Lebanon, and will cut down the tall cedar trees thereof, and the choice fir trees thereof. And I will enter into the lodgings of his borders, and into the forest of his Carmel. And I have digged and drunk strange waters, and with the sole of my feet have I dried up all the rivers of besieged places. Hast thou not heard long ago how I have done it, and of the ancient times that I have formed it? Now have I brought it to pass that thou shouldst be to lay waste fenced cities into ruinous heaps? Therefore their inhabitants were of small power. They were dismayed and confounded. They were as the grass of the field, and as the green herbs, as the grass on the housetops, and as the corn blasted before it to be grown up. But I know thy abode, and thy going out, and thy coming in, and thy rage against me, because thy rage against me and thy tumult is come up into mine ears. Therefore will I put my hook in thy nose and my bridle in thy lips, and I will turn thee back by the way by which thou camest.
Yeah, boy, what you talking about? All that fat mouthing, boy. You understand? Most I threatening this chump. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And this shall be a sign unto thee. Ye shall eat this year such things as grow up themselves.
Grow of themselves. Go ahead.
And in the second year that which springeth of the same. And in the third year sow ye, and reap, and plant vineyards, and eat the fruits thereof. And the remnant that is escaped of the house of Judah shall yet again take root downward.
Beautiful.
And bear fruit upward.
That's right. Come on.
For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant.
Who?
A remnant.
A remnant. Come on.
And they that escape out of Mount Zion, the zeal of the Most High of hosts shall do this.
That's right. So the matter's already done. That's why it takes for us to believe it, because the Most High going to tell you the end of the matter before it even starts. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh Zabaoth shall do this. All right, come on now.
Therefore, thus saith the Most High concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into the city, nor shoot an arrow there.
He's like, man, he's just fat mouth. He ain't gonna come into the city nor get a shot off. Boy, you see the power we got? And the reaction we gonna get based off our prayer and our faith. Most I say he ain't gonna get a shot off. He think he talking about something. He don't want what the youngsters say. He don't want no smoke.
No smoke.
He don't want no smoke. Come on, Hebrew.
Nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it.
Wow.
By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into the city, saith the Most High. For I will defend the city to save it, for my own sake, and for my servant David's sake. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Most High went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000.
That's 185,000, y'all. You talking about a power or a force or a God that we got that they don't got, a weapon we got they don't got, technology we got they don't got. It's Yod-Heh-Wahed. Yod-Heh-Wahed. You feel me? It's a heathen. It's a short video. I put it on Facebook today. It's a short video of the 700 Club at Sure. It's an old video, you can tell. But what the heathens figured out was that Yod-Heh-Wahed is a formula for our DNA. Feel me? And they killed this heathen. Said this heathen was working with the government and, you know, Illuminati, whatever. But what they figured out was that the Tetragrammaton or Yod-Heh-Wahed or Yahweh is a formula for our DNA. You understand? They killed that heathen the day before he went and met with his best friend. Killed him. He supposed to come over January 12th. They murdered him January the 11th. You feel me? And these are heathens. And you imagine, you understand, how they shaking in their boots as y'all done found out for real what this is about. Now you're looking at the Bible for what it is. A blueprint to our revolution, spiritually first. It is what it is, y'all. All right, come on now. So I sent an angel. He already told you he ain't gonna get a shot off. That night while they snoozing and farting and scratching, having all type of visions, the Most High just sent one angel. One of his angels slayed 185,000 enemies. Yeah, that's why one of us could chase 1,000, man. The power that we have on our side. You feel me? There's no comparison to it. Claim was yours, Zion. That's why, you know, we always say, you know what I'm saying, it's already within us. Messiah said in Luke 17, the kingdom of heaven is within. And now these heathens have found out in the last days that the name of your God is DNA. It's in your DNA. Come on, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
Bodies on top of bodies. Because of your prayer and full faith, Zion. Do you see that? Humble yourself. You understand? Call the Most High by his name. Bring to memory his promises and his mighty acts. And then ask the Most High what it is. He tell you, ask me and I'll give you the heathen for your inheritance. The Messiah said you have not because you ask. All you got to do is open your mouth and ask.
That's right.
And full belief, and it's as certain as gravity. Huh? Hey, it's either truth or it just ink on paper, y'all. One angel killed 185,000 Syrians. I believe that. Based off the prayer and faith of the righteous. Yeah. All right, come on, Hebrew.
So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelt at Nineveh. And it came to pass, as he was worshiping in the house of Nisharah, his god.
False god, idol god. Come on.
That Adramelech and Sharzir, his sons, smote him with the sword.
Wow.
And they escaped to the land of Armenia. And Esradon, his son, reigned in his stead.
And the Most High put the spirit on his two sons to kill him. When the Most High say, I wound, I heal, I kill, I bring down to the grave, and I make alive. The Most High prophesied, look, he gonna die in his own land. He ain't gonna get a shot off. Right? And 185,000 of his men died. And when he in the temple of his false god, his two sons killed him. Huh? That's why it says the Most High is terrible to the heathen.
Boy, he be putting a whipping.
You know what I'm saying? Most High put that hit down, man. All because you asked. Right? Because you asked him to get this heathen up off you. You asked him to bow his earth and to open his eyes to the blasphemous words of your enemies. You asked him that. Huh? And you asked him to defend you. You understand? And defend his holy name. And to wage war against these heathens. And he did just that. Huh? He did just that. All praises, glory now. If y'all get some understanding, man, throw a 7 up in the chat. Hey, Bond, this your brother Michael L. Young Drummer, your dirty folk puff. Shalom, my what up, Hebrew? All praise to the Most High. That's Mikael, Adonai cousin.
Okay. All right.
Drummer Hebrew.
Oh, Puff.
Yeah, he said folk puff. Shalom.
Yeah.
So y'all see that, right? Y'all see and understand what this thing really about. Right? It's all about your faith. It's all about your belief, your strong conviction. Understand that doubt is the #1 enemy of your faith. They get you doubting by putting fear in there. Huh? False evidence appearing real. Shout out to Daniel Solomon. That's something he taught us a while back. Fear is actually an acronym. FEAR. False evidence appearing real. So in other words, when these heathens is wolfing, you understand? Man, we ain't tripping off your threats. He told Ezekiel, man, I don't care how they looking. I don't care what they say. I'm going to make your forehead harder than theirs, man. Tell them what I said anyway. So we as servants of the Most High, we as messengers of the Most High, we can't be tripping off just because somebody threatening us. Fear not, Zion. Tell you 2 Timothy 1:7, the Most High ain't gave us a spirit of fear, but of what? A sound mind. An established mind. We ain't shaking. We ain't tripping off your threats. It's time for Zion to really sit down, focus, and tune in, man. It's you don't know what you're missing out on. I'm telling you, get on up about 3, 4 in the morning when everything quiet around the house and the atmosphere is silent. It's a peculiar silence to the atmosphere about 3 or 4 in the morning, man. Very peculiar. You understand? Close your eyes and get with your Father, man. You understand? Pray to him, meditate, do all of it. Do all of it. All right, next we go on, y'all, is 1 Kings 18. No need to fret. That's right, Yahoo, Mikael. No need to fret, y'all. All right, we're going to 1 Kings 18 next. 1 Kings 18.
Verse 17.
Yeah, 17 through 46. They say they get some understanding thus far.
All praise.
I think that's 1 Kings 18. Yep. Bing, bang. Okay, 1 Kings 18. And after that, y'all, we're going to get into the Apocrypha. All praises. It works for me. That's right, y'all. Property, one soul of life. Khan, bro, Mally. Hey, y'all praise it. Hey, our power is real, y'all. It's our power. All right, let's get it.
And it came to pass when Ahab saw Elijah that Ahab, is it Ahab?
Ahab.
Ahab.
Ahab or Ahab. Yeah, because trip off that's the Hebrew word for love. That's crazy. Now, this guy here was in love with the wrong woman, Jezebel. That's crazy. We had a king named Love or Ahab, but there's just one problem. He was in love with the wrong woman. The relationship was toxic, man. You understand? And he was noodle back. He served. He was spineless. Spineless. All right, but he was the king. All right, and Elijah is the prophet. Again, you got to go deal with who you know the Most High dealing with. He dealing with his prophet for sure. All right, come on now.
That Ahab said unto him, art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, and that ye have troubled Israel. And he answered, I have not troubled Israel. Let me read that over.
Yeah, read 18.
And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Most High.
They say you done troubled Israel because you done forsook the commands, man. How you not gonna be in sync with Yod-Heh-Wah? How you not gonna be under His grace? Right? Only way you be up under His grace is if you focus on righteousness, focus on the commands of the Almighty, model your life after Mashiach. You see? So he letting the king know now you troubling Israel by being lawless. All right, come on now.
And thou hast followed Baal. Now therefore sin and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophet of Baal 450, and the prophets of
groves,
and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table.
It was like 850 false prophets. They into that ancient Babylonian worship. Basically, that's Nimrod, his mother Supermen, who we end up boning as well. You understand? It went over to Egypt. It was Osiris, Isis, and Horus. It's the same thing. You understand? So Israel had fallen into a deep level of what's called paganism or idolatry. Right? And Israel was lukewarm because our leaders was down with this wickedness, you understand? But it was a few stand-up men or soldiers of the Most High, like Elijah in the land, that was teaching the truth. You see? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long halt ye between two opinions?
He said, how long halt ye? How long are you stuck between two opinions? You see? Again, y'all, our problem is our thinking. The Bible is the perfect book to use if you really want to get down to psychology, the study of the mind. Ology, the study of psyche, the mind. If you really want to get down to some psychology, slow down, examine the stories in the Bible. You see the root problem is our thoughts, how we think. So we say, how long halt ye between two opinions? How are you halting between two opinions if there aren't two different beliefs out here? You see? We'll always come back to our faith, our belief. This war is, again, a war of belief, an ideological war. That's what all these wars are being fought over. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
If Yahweh be Elohim, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answer him not a word.
Now everybody is ashamed. He's like, look, if Yod-Heh-Wah is power, then you need to follow him. How do you forsake your power, your creator, your source of energy? How you do that? Your weapon. Huh? Even your boy King Arthur had what was called what? Excalibur. Huh? Even Thor got a hammer, anvil. You see? Captain America got his shield. Iron Man got his suit. Right? Every so-called superhero got something to his advantage to make him capable of doing supernatural things. Yours is the name of your power. Nah, you don't hear me though. You just you find being stuck in a Westwood Babylonian mind frame. You find while claiming you conscious on Facebook. You find while letting everybody know your life problems. What are your thoughts? Well, your thoughts supposed to be on the Most High. You supposed to be using social media, man, to promote the kingdom of the Most High. You understand? Not to be letting everybody in on your little personal business. That ain't what this is about. That's corny. When I be seeing that, I be like, what? Somebody still asleep. Still sleep. You ain't figured it out yet. You understand? Facebook and all that, y'all, if y'all don't know by now, it's an experiment. It's an experiment, right? It's a big experiment by the CIA. Mark Zuckerberg and all them work for the CIA. Right? And it's a way that they can get billions of people on Earth, right? Study on the billions of the minds of the people on planet Earth. But little of no cost. And they willingly give it to you. So they, guess what? They studying your mind for basically free. And you giving it up. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Most High. But Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it into pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your God.
Yeah, and call you on the name of your powers. Call you on the name of your powers. Let's see who got the biggest weapon out here. Let's see who God really about this. Right? Come on now.
And I will call on the name of Yahweh. And the power that answered by fire, let him be Elohim.
Now, trip off that, y'all. This is a spiritual wager. You see? Spiritual wager. Who God gonna answer? Who power is the real power? That's the question. Trip off this. Again, what they fear is that you know how to do this. The thing about it, a whole bunch of Israelites start doing spiritual wagers. And they got the knowledge to do what Elijah is about to do. Boy, that is going to skirt this, man. I just watched that movie Transcendence earlier today, and they was scared as a mug that he's uploaded his conscience to the internet.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? They was scared as the heathens was terrified. You see? Like when they realize that you have a weapon more powerful than them, oh man, you're gonna be seeing results then. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get heathens gonna be wanting to negotiate and everything then. Can we talk about it?
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, you Negroes can't even get the heathen to the negotiating table right now. Because there's no you're not manifesting your power. You haven't reactivated that which is lying dormant within you. You feel me? And Stan Lee, who just died, knew it. He got it all from the Bible. They know who the sons of Jacob are. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. And
so they agreed to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning, evening, until noon, saying,
Come on.
O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped up on the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them.
He did what?
Mocked them.
Yeah, so you run across one of them real brews. You understand? That don't got no respect for none of your little gods. You understand? Don't run across them brews as professional Jonahs. You understand? They gonna Joan you, they gonna make you feel about that little. You understand? For even thinking you can go against the Almighty. All right? Elijah started mocking them. Go ahead.
And said, cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey.
Maybe your God on vacation. Maybe he busy or something. He started mocking him. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Or pre-adventure, he's sleeping.
Yeah, maybe he's asleep or something. Forgot to set his alarm clock. Come on now.
And must be awakened. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lances till the blood gushed out upon them.
That's what the Muslims do during Ramadan. They swing razor blades across their backs.
Yeah, I seen
Swing
that.
razor blades across their back. The whole town square full of heathen Ishmael blood. Huh? Something about them false religions, a false doctrine, boy, that had you cutting yourself in. Yeah. All type of madness, right? All right, come on, Hebrew.
And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offerings of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of the Most High that was broken down.
Yeah, so his offering place where you come to bring him offerings and gifts. You understand? He repairs that. Come on now.
And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Yaqub, unto whom the word of the Most High came, saying, Israel shall be thy name.
All right, he gets symbolic. Bring out 12 stones. All right, go ahead.
And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh.
So he had knowledge of an altar. You can't just build any old type of altar, just wing this thing. You understand? Elijah, even though he was a prophet, had knowledge on how to build an altar of the Most High, which means he was keeping instructions. And the altar was dedicated or in the name or the authority of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Right? Knowledge our forefathers had, man. All right, come on now.
And he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice, and on the wood.
That's about what he's doing. He pouring water. I thought it's about the first God to answer with fire. Right? Now, if wood is wet, wouldn't it be counterproductive? You understand? But Elijah is so sure of the power he called on. He said, put water on. I'm going to show y'all how my power get down. Right? Wet wood don't burn, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's harder for wet wood to burn than dry wood. So Elijah took it a step further. All right? First God to answer by fire, let him be power. All right, go ahead.
And he said, do it the second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time. And they did it the third time.
You see that? He done tripled up on water, wet wood. Come on, Doc.
And the water ran round about the altar. And he filled the trenches also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering.
All right.
And it came to the offering of the evening sacrifice. Elijah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh, power of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel.
Y'all hear that? Y'all like this prayer. This is a prayer. These are keys or petitions that men of our nation have lifted up to the Most High before and got results. Why wouldn't you highlight this? If you call yourself a prayer warrior, why wouldn't Elijah's prayer right here be one of the prayers that you understand, shoot up to the throne? He got results with this prayer. So notice again, he called the Most High by his name, Yahweh, power of Abraham, or Yahweh, the force of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, right? Let it be known this day that thou art power in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Very specific. You understand? On who he's talking to. And he's very confident. Let it be known this day. You are the God of Israel, that I am who? Your servant. And what I'm doing according to your word. 37. What it say, y'all?
Hear me.
Do what?
Hear me.
Shema. Hear me. Shema Ani. Hear me. Come on, Hebrew.
Hear me. Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Hear me. That people may know that thou art the most high power, and that thou hast turned again the fire and the wood and the stones and the dust water that was in the trench.
Boy, you see that? When the wood, where stone, dust, and licked up that was in the trench. Like, I mean, make sure y'all highlight that prayer. You see that? That's powerful right there. Verse 39.
And when all people saw it, and they said, Yahweh, he is the power. Yohe Wahe, he is Elohim.
Most I know how to get your attention, don't he? You feel me? He was the first God or power that answered by fire. And Elijah said in full confidence, let's have a spiritual wage. Whatever God answered by fire, that's the power. You see? And he was direct. Every time we examine all these prayers, y'all, very direct. Call the Most High by his name, bring up his promises, bring up his mighty acts. You understand? And be direct in what it is you're asking him to do for you. Right? And send that up in faith. This is what the elite feared. This is what the powers that be feared. That you done got spiritual. Can you imagine there's a whole bunch of Elijahs running around here? With knowledge on crack in the sky, getting fired, heavenly fire to fall from heavens. And you want to talk to me about a hellfire missile? Stop it, man. A little hellfire drone ain't got nothing. If all of us learn how to call in an airstrike for real. And again, y'all, this is what they fear. This is what's feared, right? We spend more of our time in prayer and meditation. That's the whole point of all this. Even those that consider themselves samurais, ninjas, and all that, they're highly disciplined. Y'all trip off that? Very disciplined, very focused. Like how we spiritual warriors and we ain't even focused, right? You think meditation is boring. You think prayer is boring. You ain't even looking at it like it's a weapon. You think calling on the Most High name is corny. Like you, God forbid, you get heard saying hallelujah somewhere. Oh boy. When said in confidence the right way, at a certain vibration, you mess around and crack the heavens. Huh? Y'all don't want to hear that though. I know. Y'all rather go on back to your little cubby holes and watch your fire stick. Huh? Come on, man. Let's get her done. Where we at?
Verse 40.
Come on.
And he said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them. And Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there. And Elijah said to Ahab, get up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain.
I trip off this. So even after the wager, you understand the wager must have been whoever God don't answer by fire got to get put down. Whoever God answered by fire is the real God. Whoever God don't answer, you understand? That's death. And they agreed to it. See what Elijah did? He said unto them, take them prophets, right, them false prophets. Told the people that. They just confessed out their mouth that Yod-Heh-Wah is power. Let not one of them escape. And they took them and slew them there at the brook of Kishon. Woo! Man.
Verse 42. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink. And Elijah went up to the top of Carmel. And he cast himself down upon the earth and put his face between his knees and said to his servant, go up now, look towards the sea. And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time. And he said, behold, there arises a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say unto Ahab, prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stopped thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jezreel, and the hand of the Most High was on Elijah. And he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. All right, we're going to get into this Maccabees. I mean, the book of Judith next in the Apocrypha. Let me take it off the screen share for a minute, then we'll put it back on there when we get to, we'll put it back on there when we get to Joel and all that. We're going to Judith? Yeah, we're going to Judith, the 5th chapter. Judith is the 5th chapter. I pray y'all getting some understanding right now to the Most High. I say Mally trying to get it popping. No, man, just trying to get us focused. That's it. Focus. You understand? How powerful we really are. We're more powerful than we understand, more powerful than we know. You feel me? And these final hours, man, our prayers need to be up. Our prayers need to be up, man. You understand? One ox said he don't know how to meditate. It's simple. A lot closing your eyes, breathing. You understand? Focus on your breathing. Understand the Bible calls each breath you take the breath of life, not oxygen and carbon dioxide. So every breath that you take in is actually an extension of the Most High. So understand that. You understand? Close your eyes and just bring into memory the word of the Almighty. You understand? Recall these stories, recall some scriptures. It helps when you recall too. You understand? So it's simple as closing your eyes in the silence. Right? Get somewhere where it's silent. Preferably early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You understand? Focus on your breathing. That way you can calm down. You understand? Into your nose, hold it, out through your mouth. You know, basic breathing technique. You dig? And bring into memory what the Most High has done for you. Bring into memory His word. You're just reflecting over His word, reflecting over the love and goodness of the Almighty. You start feeling good inside as well. You start feeling a warm sensation. You understand? You start feeling electricity shoot up your spine and all that. You understand? That's what you do. You even while you're doing that, you can call on the name of the Most High. Yodeh, Wahe, Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. You understand? All that, man. But it's to really get you to calm down and reflect over His word. That's what meditation is. You just reflect. It's almost like He talking to you because you're remembering the word that He said. Dig? So Jude the 5th chapter. Jude the 5th chapter. Jude the 5th chapter. Let me know when y'all get there. Jude the 5th chapter is out the Apocrypha. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. It's all good. Y'all God is real. Our God, our power, our weapon, our technology, real. Real, man. Service graphic. All right. So in the book of Judith, and I want to go here because I want y'all to see what the nations understand about us. You understand? Something that we really ain't taken to understand about. Trip off what the nations actually think about us and our God. You understand? They didn't study us, man. They got what's called think tanks. They got groups of people that are specifically set aside to study us. That's crazy, man. They know your habits. They know what you like. They know you like that chicken and watermelon, that chicken and that bird. You understand? They know what flavor blunts you like. You understand? What favorite drink you drink. What favorite wine, that pomegranate wine. That favorite wine you drink. They know all of it. No? What kind of contraceptive you were. They know all of it, man. They didn't study you. You feel me? For the sake of controlling your mind. They control your mind, you're a slave. You understand? I'm no longer a victim to what other people think. It's been that for a while, but you can't live your life enslaved to the thoughts of others. You'll never be free at that point. And if the Son of the Most High made you free, you're free indeed. All right? Well, let's get this Jude the 5th chapter.
Then was it declared to Holofernes, the chief captain of the army of Assur, that the children of Israel had prepared for war and had shut up the passages of the hill country. And had
what chapter? 5. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And had fortified all the tops of the high hills, and had laid in impediments in the campaign countries, wherewith he was very angry, and called all the prince of Moab, and the captains of Ammon, and all the governors of the sea coast. And he said unto them, tell me now, ye sons of Canaan, who this people is.
Now, who are these Israelites? Who are these people? Tell me now, who are these people? And again, boy, Assyrians, you know what I'm saying, going back was one of our ancient enemies. The Philistines was another one. Edomites, other ones, you understand? We got plenty of enemies, man. Plenty of enemies. Believe it or not, a lot of them Hamites. A lot of our enemies were Hamitic. Some more Shemitic too, but you know what I'm saying? All right, come on now.
Who this people is that dwelleth in the hill country, and what are the cities that they inhabit?
Right.
And what is the multitude of their army? And wherein is their power and strength?
He's like, man, I need to know, who are these people, man? Who are these people in this hill country? Tell me now. Surely y'all know, y'all sons of Canaan. You understand? What is their power and strength? What is their God? You see, we read earlier that the name of the Most High is a strong tower. See, we looked that strong tower up and it went to security. You understand? Defense. All right, come on now.
And what king is set over them, or captain of their army? And why have they determined not to come and meet me more than all the inhabitants of the west?
Yeah.
Then said Achior.
Achior, right. Come on.
The captain of all the sons of Ammon. Let my Lord now hear a word from the mouth of thy servant, and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwelleth near thee, and then and there shall no lie come out the mouth of thy servant. This people are the descendants of the Chaldeans.
You see that? Because Abraham came out from where? Ur of Chaldea. Other spots call it Kasdim. You dig? But Ur of Chaldea. Right? Chaldea is the country, Ur is the city, like Babylon is the city, Chaldea is the country. Babylon is just the capital of Chaldea. See? So he's like, these people are descendants of the Chaldeans because we go back to Abraham. That's what he's saying. So we going back into our whole history to when Abraham was called out of Chaldea and sent to where? The land of Canaan. He just said, what? You sons of Canaan. Who are these people right here? Because Abraham's descendants have multiplied as the stars of heaven, and they still multiplying. All right, go ahead, Doc.
And they sojourned heretofore in Mesopotamia.
Right.
Because they would not follow the gods of their fathers.
Yeah, so we rejected. We rejected the gods of Abraham's father, Terah. And Abraham destroyed his father's gods. You can get the book of Jasher. You know, that's one of my favorite reads. It did. But we rejected paganism. We rejected idolatry to serve true and living power. All right. And that same power made a covenant with Abraham. All right. Come on, Hebrew.
Which were in the lands of Chaldea.
Yeah.
For they left the way of their ancestors to heaven.
Yeah. So this is an outsider. This is the captain of the children of Ammon. This is the captain of their army. You feel me? And this is showing that the nations have studied us. Right? This is a heathen letting it be known. Like, look, they rejected the gods of Chaldea and they what? Start serving the God of heaven. That's out of his mouth. You see? The nations already know. Right? And as you see, based off his response, it only proves that the nations study us. They study us. All right, go ahead.
The Elohim whom they knew. So they cast them out from the face of their gods. And they fled into Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days.
Right.
Then their power commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned and to go into the land of Canaan, where they dwelt, and were increased with gold and silver and with very much cattle. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down into Mizraim.
Went down into Egypt. See, how does this foreigner know this? Because they're neighbors of ours. See, the crazy thing or the beautiful thing about the Bible is this thing wasn't done in secret. The nations know who you are. The nations done studied you. Going back, this is before the Messiah was even born. They knew our whole in the land. Egypt been going on. Had to go down to the land to get enslaved down in Egypt. Had to come up Exodus and all that. They know. Now it's a shame most of us don't know, or most of us reject what it is that they know. All right, go ahead, Doc.
They went down into Egypt and sojourned there. While they were there, while they were nursed and became there a great multitude, so that one could not number their nation. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring and bricks and made them slaves. Then they cried out unto their land of Egypt with incurable plagues.
You see that? We cried out to our power in the Most High. You understand? Start smiting the land of our captivity with plagues. You crying out to the Most High? Are you really asking him to read? Or you still caught up in your own personal life? What he said, your cubby. You understand? They cried to the Most High because they wanted out. And the Most High respected it. Again, y'all, that's what they feared. That you didn't link back in, or you in sync with your old hey, why hey. And you can get results. See? As certain as breathing oxygen. They ain't not tripping off you Negroes and your little guns, your little pop guns. They don't even care. Because all they gotta do is show up outnumbered, and you are naturally gonna do what? Fair. Dang. I'm outnumbered.
It's too many of them.
Huh? Put your guns on the park bench. Hey man, put your gun down. Unarm them, unload them. Hey man, I take that man real man. Just do what they say. You ain't got no power just because you get in an open carry state. You can walk around with guns on. That ain't no power. You ain't made this heathen respect what it is. If anything, just show the rules. That's it. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with the laboring and brick and made them slaves. Then they cried unto their power.
That's right.
And he smote all the land of Misraim with incurable plagues.
That's your God. Come on.
So the Egyptians cast them out of their sight. And the Most High dried the Red Sea before them.
Hallelujah.
And brought them to Mount Sinai.
That's right.
And Kadesh Barn and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them of Esbon, and passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country.
Man, he going right into Exodus. You understand? Deuteronomy. He getting into Joshua. You see? Like he know our history. Akior. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And they cast forth before them the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, and the Shemites, and all the Girgashites, and they dwelt in that country many days. And while they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because Elohim that hated iniquity was with them.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Read that verse again. That was powerful right there, boy.
And while they sinned not before their Elohim.
While they sinned not, while they did not transgress, what?
They prospered.
We prosper. Y'all see that? When we are in harmony with Yod Hey Wah Hey, we prosper. This is a heathen telling another heathen about us and our God. Go ahead, Op.
Because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them.
The Most High that hates it. Somebody, you're not blessed when you. The Most High, you blessed when you doing right. Whenever you transgression, you're not in his soul. That's what I meant, bro. Blessed despite my transgressions. No. And whenever you are The Most High hates iniquity. You see? At this, we live now, man. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. You live now. Are you transgressing now? You dig? And if you're not transgress yourself blessed, but if you're in the middle of wickedness, you're not. The Most High is not blessing that. He's not respecting that. It's wickedness. It says the Most High hate iniquity. The God that hated iniquity was with them as long as they didn't sin against him. That's what the nations know about you. That's why, again, zillions of dollars have been spent out to keep you distracted. And we choose to do it. All right, go ahead, Al.
But when they departed, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Do y'all hear that? But when we departed, we turned our back, we got handled. You understand? That's why we in this condition we in right now. We turned our back on the Almighty and got the nerve to cry out and say, why? Why? You know why. You ain't came on home yet. You still out of bounds out here. That's why. See, you're harsh, ain't it? You don't want to hear that. Because the Negro feels he got the answers to everything while he still sell food stamps. I know. You figured it out. I know. I know. You got all the answers, don't you? But see, the heathens know, you understand? As soon as they turn their back, so all we got to do is set up a system to keep them what? Sinning. Keep them distracted. And we'll forever rule. Forever rule. It's easy as what it's called baking pie. Taking candy from a baby. They set up a system where they distract, that causes them to sin, that makes them go against their creator. They'll never figure it out. Come on, Doc.
So it's on autopilot now. And were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Yeah.
And the temple of their power was cast to the ground.
Is that not true even to this day? Aren't we led into a land that is not ours? Where is our temple at? Cast to the ground, man. Even unto this day. That's how you know this is us, because it applies in every generation. Every generation this applies. All right, go ahead, bro.
And their cities were taken by the enemies. But now are they returned to their Elohim.
Oh, but now they return. We waking up now. Now it's breath of business. Now these bones coming back together.
That's right.
You feel me? And that's the big agenda. Stop the bones from uniting. Stop the bones from coming together. So whatever spirit a lot of these Negroes in is off. You understand? Shalom, man. Whatever spirit of these Negroes in that's trying to stop the bones from coming together, that's off. That's off. It says, but now they are returned into their power. All right? Come on, Hebrew. Shalom.
And are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country.
They scared, boy. They done came back out of captivity. They back in their land. Feel me? And there's a big push right now. As a matter of fact, I know a few people over in Israel that I converse with. You understand? I plan to interview a brother from Israel, y'all willing, next Sunday. The brother gonna get on and give us his perspective from the Holy Land. He's in Ashkelon. You understand? There's war going on over there right now, but the Iron Dome had intercepted incoming rockets and all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he right there. You understand? Again, y'all, this is what they feared. We done came back to our power, these bones uniting. You understand? And we know how to pray and get results. All right, come on, now, let's get it.
For it was desolate. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
You see that? If there's any error in this people, and they sinning against their power, this will be their ruin. Let us consider this. They done studied you, y'all. And studied us. That's why the whole thing is to keep you distracted. You jacked up on our coulda, woulda, shouldas, and I feel and I think. All of you're a victim of programming. Can't say this is not a program. You understand? You can't even deal without your smartphone. Stop it. Stop it. You lose your mind, you lose your phone. You lose your mind, you lose your phone. Everything's in there. Everything's on it. Your phone, my phone, my phone. You understand? You straight up are in a program. Assimilation. That's what you in. Don't even know it. Huh? This will be their ruin. Y'all hear that? If there's any error in them, if they are transgressing, this will be their ruin, not their blessing. Their ruin. Wow. And this is what your enemies know about you. Trip off of their mindset. Trip off their mindset. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, that's why I salute all the brothers out here teaching the commands and faith of Mashiach, man. That's major. That's major. That's where the revolution starts, in the spiritual.
That's right.
That's where the revolution starts at. So any brother out here teaching the commandments, you understand, and faith of the Messiah, salute. Because the enemies know, your enemies know exactly what it is. Start there from the top. What it say?
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
if they keeping them commands, if they focused on righteousness, if there be no iniquity in them, go ahead.
Let my Lord now pass by.
He said, you better keep it moving. You better go walk that off. You better keep that moving. Go ahead, Doc.
Least their power, least their master defend them.
Least the Most High Yod Hey Wah Hey defend them. Y'all know they got Excalibur on their side. You know they got that weapon on their side that we don't got. And all they got to do is be obedient to him. You understand? And if they are, we better keep it moving. We better keep that moving. Come on now.
And their Elohim be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
He said, boy, we'll be mocked world we go up against them and keeping the commandments of their power. It's a wrap. You ain't read about them? You don't know who their God is?
Yeah.
They still make movies about it. Huh? Raiders of the Lost Ark. See at the end what happened. You see? And that's Indiana Jones going back to the 80s. These heathens know. You better believe it. All right, go ahead.
And when Achior had finished these sayings, all the people standing round about the tent murmured, and the chief men of Holofernes and all that dwelt by the seaside and in Moab spake that he should kill him. For say they, we will not be afraid of the face of the children of Israel. For lo, it is a people that have no strength, nor power for a strong battle.
You see that? Them proud heathens like, man, whatever. We can kill all them niggas. You understand? They not united. They not focused. We got them stuck on rap music and, you understand, drugs, and man, we ain't respecting them, nor their power. Play right into the Most High's hand. See? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 24. Now therefore, Lord Holofernes, we will go up, and they shall be a prey to be devoured of all thine army.
Yeah. So the whole point was that they study us, and this cat Achior, who was the host of Ammon, let it be known, if there's no iniquity in them, you better keep it moving. You understand? We'll be fighting against a force, you understand, that we don't have. You understand? And if they're obedient to that force, nothing or no one can stand against them. Huh? We just read how he killed 185. He sent one angel, and they killed 185,000 Assyrians. Huh? One angel killed 185,000 Assyrians overnight while they was sleeping, farting, and scratching. Yeah. Caught you with your shoes off, ready to snooze off. Reserve you for the judgment. Wow, now that's crazy because it's like 250,000 people that die every day. And 185,000 died that night. So that shouldn't be, oh man, I don't believe that, man. It's 250,000 people die every day.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Every day it's 250,000 people that leave this earth every day. And you don't want to believe 185,000 people died in one night. Come on, Ak, it don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. All right, so next, y'all, we going to Second Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. Second Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. We got a few of these apocryphal scriptures we want to get into. We want to show y'all the battles of us warring against Greek tyranny.
That's right.
Again, some more enemies that came in. You feel me? And through fear, you understand, cast doubt into our minds. You understand? And through that, we're not even protected. But it's always a remnant of brothers that stand up and got full faith. You understand? But you'll see as we start reading about they had to pray. They had to use the knowledge that they had to pray to the Almighty to get immediate results. See? And y'all, we are the children of our forefathers. What's in them is in us. The covenant passed from Abraham on down to us. You see? What was in Abraham is in us. It's in our DNA. Wow. And again, you know, it's a video. It's real short. It's like 1 minute and 51 seconds. But you can just type it in, Yahweh or Yahweh. YHWH is a code for DNA or something. It's on YouTube, and you'll see it's 700 club behind there. But old boy break it down and was like, what the heathen found out is that Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, the name of the Hebrew God, is a formula for DNA. They killed that heathen. They killed that heathen behind. We ain't making this stuff up, man. Shalom, shalom, Zion. Shalom, Akim, Toda Rabbah, hallelujah. Yidiyah Dowdy, that's right. I see that Ibrit. Shalom, Akim, Toda Rabbah, hallelujah. You know, we speak a little bit of it. All right. All right, let's get it done, y'all. We in Second Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. Second Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. Again, DC and Mortal Comics exposed the first Isra-Elite Supermen, part 3. We want to go over more of the scriptures. We're gonna end it with 12 verses in the book of Jasher. How many of y'all knew Joseph, the son of Jacob, was a warrior? Joseph was a warrior too, man. You come from a long line of humble, righteous warriors that had full faith in their power, man. You understand? It's time for us to really understand this and really apply this, man. Application. It's time to apply it. Feel me? Spend more time having conversation with the Most High. And then having conversation with self. Like, how can I get better? How can I improve? Judge yourself. Reflect over your day, man. Meditate. That's what meditating is. Reflect. You understand? So you can get better. All right, let's get it done.
Verse 1. Now when the holy city was inhabited with all peace, and the laws were kept very well, because of the godliness of Onias, the high priest.
See, so attitude reflect leadership. Never forget that. All right? Our high priest was someone that actually enforced the laws. You understand? And then there was peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. You understand? When you got to establish order, they got to be in order. Basador, in order. Got to be in order, don't it? You feel me? And that's what the men of the Most High are called to do in these last days. Take the bull by the horn, man. Establish order by any means necessary.
That's right.
Quit compromising, man. Quit compromising. You ain't doing nothing but doing a disservice to the Most High, to the kingdom, and to your people. Be uncompromising this thing. People may not like you for a moment, but in the end, it'll be way more respect for you, like salute, because they seen you stood on what it is, right? You ain't changed like the weather. Feel me? You stood on the word of the Almighty. All right, come on, now, let's get it.
And his hatred of wickedness. It came to pass.
And his kindness to wickedness.
His hatred of wickedness.
Yeah, you're not blessed despite your transgressions, man. You feel me? Real men of the Most High, real sisters of the Most High hate wickedness, right? They don't utter such things like, despite my transgressions. I know you're not. If you're transgressing at that moment, you understand, you are of the devil. Oh, that's what it says in 1 John, the 3rd chapter. And you are of the devil at that point. Now, if you're not transgressing, you can consider yourself blessed. You live in the now, y'all. Anything that's done in the past is supposed to be forgiven if you're serious about this thing. So you ain't transgressing now. So what are you premeditating to go transgress in the future? Huh? Watch that mindset, because it keeps you lukewarm. It keeps you lackadaisical, and you slip back into error. And when you slip back into error, you out of his grace. Playing Russian roulette with your soul, man. There's a commandment in the scriptures for us to be perfect as our Father is perfect. We got a lot of focusing in to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of focusing in to do.
That's right.
All right, come on, Doc, let's get it.
Verse 2. It came to pass that even the kings themselves did honor the place and magnify the temple with their best gifts. Insomuch that Seleucus, king of Asia, of his own revenues, bear all the costs belonging to the service of the sacrifices.
Hallelujah.
But one Simon, who was made governor of the temple, fell out with the high priest about disorder in the city.
You see, so you see what I'm saying? So here comes this Benjamin, but he didn't fell out. Just because you getting mad at him, now you know what I'm saying? Now you turncoat. You mad at him. Understand? Come on, Hebrew.
And when he could not overcome Onias, he got him to Apollonius, the son of Thyras, who then was governor of Syria, and Phoenice. The treasury in Jerusalem was full of infinite sums of money.
So this you know why I call him an Israelite heathen, this Benjamite, this heathen. Or fell out with the high priest. Now he done went to our enemies and told them where the stash is at.
Oh, wait.
The temple in Jerusalem got so many, it's so glorious, so many riches. Oh man, you should see it. Huh? Give me some authority, you understand? It's yours. I want the authority, I want the power though. Because you get into it with another Israelite, you'll sell Israel out. You understand? Now that's weak. That's soft. SOF capital T. Soft. You understand? Everybody ain't real, man. Israel's best interest in mind. All right, go ahead, Doc.
So that the multitude of their riches, which did not pertain to the count of the innumerable, and that it was possible to bring all into the king's hand.
He like, look, I can get the stash out of the temple in Jerusalem, give it to you. Feel me? I don't like the high priest of Nias anyway. Come on, Doc.
Now when Apollonius came,
Apollonius.
Now when Apollonius came to the king and had showed him of the money whereof he was told, the king chose out Heliodorus,
there you go,
his treasurer, and sent him with a commandment to bring him the foresaid money.
He said, so he sent his accountant. Now he sent his bookkeeper. He said, look, old boy, what's his name? The Benjamite. Benjamite, that's what he's basically saying. What he said, go check if that's true. Give me that money. So he sent his bookkeeper down there. You understand? Bring me that money.
So forth with Heliodorus, of visiting the cities of Seleucia and Phoenice, but indeed to fulfill the king's purpose.
So he acted like he was, you know, traveling around, said in color, or like acting as if he was just visiting all the provinces that were under their rulership. But really, his whole mission is to go to Jerusalem and sack that temple. You understand? And get them riches that Simon just ratted or snitched on. You understand? To him about. That's his whole mission. All right, go ahead.
To Jerusalem. And had been courteously received of the high priest of the city. He told him what intelligence was given of the money.
He said, look, y'all got a spy. Feel me? I'm gonna tell you what's been told me. I heard y'all sitting on glorious riches around here. What the king wanted. This is the intelligence received about your stash, your temple here in Jerusalem. And all because two Israelites get into it and one of them go snitch and tell. You understand? And mess around and bring this calamity down on Zion. Come on.
And declare wherefore he came, and asked if these things were so indeed. Then the high priest told him that they were with such money laid up for the relief of widows and fatherless children.
He said, look, man, this money you talking about, that's basically it was their ancient, if you want to call it that, welfare system, whatever, is laid up for those that need it. The fatherless, the children, you understand, the widows. That's what our extra preserves or reserves are laid up for. Right? Go ahead.
And that some of it belonged to Hyrcanus, son of Tobias.
Hyrcanus, right? Go ahead.
A man of great dignity, and not as that wicked Simon had misinformed.
Yeah, he was like, so this is like part of this is Hyrcanus' stash. You understand? John Hyrcanus was a warrior, valiant man as well, and he was Judah Maccabees, actually. You understand? But that's in the histories. As you read through this Maccabees, you start seeing the transition from the Greek rulership into the Roman rulership. How gradual it was. Well, go ahead.
The sum whereof in all was 400 to 200 of gold, and that it was altogether impossible that such wrongs should be done unto them. It to the holiness of the place.
He like, look, this money, we're responsible for this, man. You understand? So whatever Simon the Benjamite told you, you understand, for the mission of you coming down here to take this, that's all off. That's evil. Because this is set apart for who it's set apart for. You see? All right, go ahead.
And to the majesty and inviolable sanctity.
Well, you can't read, boy. Sanctity. Yeah. Go ahead.
Past 8th grade. Of the temple, honored over all the world. But Dorius, because of the king's commandment given him, said that in any wise it must be brought into the king's treasury.
Look, I ain't trying to hear all that. I hear you got all this, and it's for this, that people, and that people, the fatherless, the homeless, the widows. And that's how Hyrcanus stash. He was an honorable man, and he didn't like Simon the Benjamite who came and told us this. But look, later for all that, we want that stash.
Run that in.
Yeah, I'm here for that. What you say? Run that in. Run that in. Wow. Wow. So you see, this is a situation that can be considered a calamity. You know what I'm saying? Our whole economy could collapse behind this. You see what we supposed to do after this? Wow. Come on now.
So at the day which he appointed, he entered into order this matter. Wherefore, there was no small agony throughout the whole city.
Yeah, everybody felt it, man. It was so thick you can chop it with an axe. All right, come on now.
The priests prostrating themselves before the altar in their priest vestments.
You see that? So what the priests doing? They going to prayer mode. Y'all hear that? See, every time we were about to get hungry, we always go into prayer mode, man. We always go into prayer mode. They're on their knees before the altar of the Most High. You understand? They're on their knees before the altar of the Almighty. Like prostrate before the Ark of the Covenant. You feel me? If the Ark of the Covenant was still around then, but they're in the temple prostrate, bowing to the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
Before the altar in their priest vestments, called unto heaven upon him that made law concerning things given to be kept, that they should safely be preserved for such as had committed them to be kept.
So they call on the Most High, you understand? And they are very specific in what it is they need. You understand? Preserve us, defend us, keep us. Come on,
Then whoso had looked the high priest in the face, it would have wounded his heart, for his countenance and the changing of his color declared the inward agony of his mind.
Yeah, so your countenance to tell it all. How a person, you look on the outside, you can read somebody's face and tell if they're disturbed. Yeah, feel me? That's what they talking about. You couldn't even look the high priest in his face because he understood the glory that would be departed from the temple if Heliodorus is successful in this. All right, go ahead, Doc.
For the man was so compassed with fear and horror of the body that it was manifest to them that looked upon him what sorrow he had now in his heart. Others ran flocking out of their houses to the general supplication because the place was like to come into contempt. And the woman, girt with sackcloths under their breasts, abounded in the streets, and the virgins that were kept in ran, some to the gates, and some to the walls. Others looked out of the windows, and all, holding their hands towards heaven, made supplication.
You see that? Made supplication. Put their hands out, right? Toward heaven. The supplication is a request. It's a prayer, but it's a request. You're asking the Most High for something. When you beseech, you're begging him. It's like an urgent request, right? Go ahead, Doc.
Then it would have pitied a man to see the falling down of the multitude of all sorts, and the fear of the high priest, being in such an agony. They then called upon the Almighty Master to keep the things committed of trust safe and
go ahead.
And sure for those that had committed them.
Yeah, so they prayed to the Most High to keep what was going on in the temple, the things they keep them safe. You feel me? Ask and you shall receive. You see? Come on, Doc.
Nevertheless, executed that which was decreed. Now, as he was there present self with his guard about the treasury, the Most High of spirits, the Lord of spirits, and the Prince of all power cause a great apparition. Apparition.
The apparition is a vision. See that? So while he there thinking he about to get this off and take the stash, the Most High, you understand what it say about the spirits?
So that all that presume to come in.
What does it say about the spirits in there?
The Lord of the Spirit.
The master of the spirits. The Most High, the master of the spirits, calls an apparition or seeing a vision. Spiritual. Again, they fear that you know how to get spiritual. You can pray and you can petition the heavens. Then the Most High start even playing mind games on your enemies. You understand? Send them visions. Go ahead, Doc.
Presumed to come in with him were astonished at the power of Yahweh and fainted.
And what?
And fainted.
Fell out, lost strength. Go ahead.
And was so afraid.
Yeah.
For there appeared unto them an horse with a terrible rider upon him.
Now, see, so the most of an apparition or vision, but it's an angelic being, a mighty soldier of the Most High on a horse, right? This is the vision he's seeing. Go ahead, Doc.
And adorned with a very, very fair covering. And he ran fiercely and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet. And it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold. Moreover, two other young men appeared before him, notable in strength.
See, so now more soldiers killed 185,000 earlier. Or as an angel show up on a horse, Dorius, he jumping, dang! You feel me? You ever seen a vision before and thought it was so real that, you feel me? It shook you to the core, right? Then two more angelic forces or soldiers of the Most High show up, notable in strength. So these wasn't white little babies in Pampers. You understand? This wasn't none of that. These weren't white little babies in Pampers. These was soldiers of the Most High, head busters. You feel me? So they show up, and the Most High gives a vision, you know what I'm saying, to throw them off. They show up. It is what it is. Come on, Hop.
Moreover, two other young men before him.
Right.
And calmly in apparel.
And calmly in apparel. So they didn't look like bums. You understand? These just representatives of the Most High. Go ahead, Doc.
Who stood by him on either side and scourged him continually.
And did what?
Scourged him continually.
Well, they was whooped, they jumped him. He got a supernatural beat down. They long stomped his heat for even thinking that he was going to be able to come into the holy place, the sanctuary of the Most High, and rob it of his glory. See that? They smote him, they scourged him continually, and he was getting whipped. Right, go ahead, Doc.
Gave him many sore stripes. Helidorus fell suddenly unto the ground and was compassed.
Y'all see that? You see the results that we got from praying in full faith. The Most High sent the apparition. It's crazy because the Most High switch it up on him. He don't even respond one way all the time. Like he switch it up. You understand? He hit you in more than one way.
You don't know what's coming.
You sure thought you finna get up out of here. Oh no, the Most High sent a vision, boy. You was getting handled. Huh?
But they that were with him took him up and put him in a litter.
He had to be carried out. They called the gurney in. Called in the stretcher. I tell you, boy, the Most High straight play on your mind. He'll hit you here to where you start thinking you seeing stuff. That's a powerful weapon that's at your disposal. Huh? I mean, there for you to use whenever you need to use it in righteousness. Oh man, your God is a powerful God. Your power is powerful, right? We don't even understand how prayer in His name really is a strong tower. It's our protection. It's a weapon. Feel me? Our creator, our technology. We read the definition of technology earlier. You see? And as we seeing things are getting done, the means to getting something done or increase your capability in getting something done through a certain type of knowledge that's applied. It's technology, man. You understand? What knowledge was applied? They prayed, called on Yod-Heh-Wahed, brought up his promises. You understand? Brought up his mighty acts and was directing what it is they wanted from him. And offered it up in full faith, as confident as certain as breathing oxygen, as certain as I dropped this pen right here. See, you start thinking on your prayers like that, and you seal them in the vibration of Yahweh Shah of Nazareth. Oh man, that's powerful. Yahweh Shah, oh man, come on. Yahweh Shah Mashiach, you feel that? You feel that? You understand? As certain as you breathing oxygen right now, that you're gonna see results.
That's right.
But you must believe. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Thus him that lately came with a great train and with all his guard into the said treasury, they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapons.
Man, he couldn't even carry his weapons. It's almost like the Most High shot him out of shoes. He had to be carried. Oh man, calling the gurney. Come on now.
And manifestly, they acknowledge power of Yahweh.
You see, that would have to be the power of the Almighty. Like, what else is that? To where Helidorus was snap. He's seeing stuff everybody else ain't seeing. And he whooped so bad, he needed out. He couldn't even carry his own weapons out. Right? This is a power waiting on you to ask. Feel me? You just got to be obedient to him. Ask me and I'll give you the heathen for your inheritance. All right, come on now.
For he by the hand of the Most High was cast down and lay speechless without all hope of life.
He got handled. He got handled. The speechless, can't even say nothing without any hope of life. You see? That's what the Most High still do for us in this hour, y'all. Huh? He still do it for us in this hour. You just got to believe, man. You just got to believe. All right, come on out.
But they praised the Master.
They did what?
They praised them.
They didn't get sad. Dang, I can't believe, dang, he heard. I want to pray for him. Now they praised the Almighty for showing up. You understand? For manifesting and coming to their aid and rescue. You feel me? Because this thing was beyond their control. They need to get results. They need to go above Heliodorus' head. They gotta go above his head. This thing here above his pay grade anyway. We need to holler at the Most High. All right, go ahead, Doc.
That had miraculously honored his own place.
Yeah.
But the temple, which a little afar was full of fear and trouble, when the Almighty Master appeared, was filled with joy and gladness.
Hallelujah.
Then straightway certain of Heliodorus' friends prayed Onias that he would call upon the Most High to grant him his life.
See, now you got your enemies asking you, hey man, pray to your power. You understand that he have mercy on us. Pray to your power that he'll spare his life. Now that's power. You understand? When you can make a heathen in their rulership come to you, the slave, and say, hey, pray to your God for me, man. You understand? Pray that he have mercy on me. That's power right there, boy. As you understand? And at that point, they know what the power is. There ain't a sword, there ain't an army on planet Earth that can deliver Heliodorus. He's snapping. He having visions, you understand, in the spirit. Most I sent him a violent apparition. Ain't nothing you can do about that. You be seeing people that you think crazy be doing all this and talking to themselves and up in the corner like they done smoked a wet daddy or something. Yeah. Yeah, that was your boy. He smoked a dip, basically. I heard wet on PCP. Most I jacked him up like that. Hey man, pray to your God, man. He have mercy. Yeah. 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 You know what he telling you? I submit, tap out. Tap out, I don't know no more. It's above my pay grade. I ain't even ready for this. All right, come on, Hot.
That he would call upon the Most High to grant him his life, who lay ready to give up the ghost. So the high priest,
he was gonna die. He was gonna die. Go ahead, Hot.
So the high priest, suspecting least the king should misconceive that some treachery had been done to Heliodorus by the Jews, offered a sacrifice for the health of the man.
So you feel me? Like, just so you know, they don't think this happened on account of a sacrifice to appease the wrath of the Most High. You understand? The Most High got angry. The Most High like, oh, okay, I'm gonna handle this. So you offer a sweet smelling aroma to the Most High. Okay, there it is. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
Now, as the high priest was making an atonement, the same young man in the same clothing appeared and stood beside Heliodorus, saying, "Give Onias the high priest great thanks."
You better thank the high priest of the Most High. This angel appeared and told Heliodorus, you better thank him. Better thank him. All right, go ahead.
Insomuch as for his sake, the Master has granted thee life.
He said, only because he prayed. See how powerful our prayers are? Huh? Do y'all see how powerful our prayers are? To where the angel even came back and told the enemy, you better thank him. Because I was going to kill you.
White meat.
I was going to kill you. I was going to send you to the judgment. You better thank Onias. All right, go ahead, Doc.
And seeing that thou hast been scourged from heaven, declare unto all men the mighty power of Elohim.
Being you done got your ass whooped from heaven. He just got his ass whooped. Make no mistake about it. He got handled. Do y'all realize this? Huh? He said, you better declare to everybody that mighty works of Elohim. You better. You better. Feel me? And this is a power that's waiting for us to call on him, man. Ask and you shall receive. The most power, our weapon, our technology, our force that they don't have. You got all this power over here and you don't know how to use. What's the sense of having guns and you don't bust them?
That's right.
You feel me? That's you got right. The most powerful God, the most powerful power in existence, and you don't know how to link in with him? That ain't a problem to you. That's a problem to me, man. I don't like feeling outside of the Most High's grace. It just don't feel right. It don't feel right. You understand? You are a direct child of the creator of heaven and earth. You understand? In the blood covenant with him. And you don't know how to link in with him. You don't spend your time linking in with him. Right? You got all this inside of you. I just told you the heathens killing their own. They're saying that Yod Wahir Yahweh is a formula for DNA. The kingdom of heaven is within. You got all this lying dormant within you, ready to reactivate, and you don't spend no time trying to reactivate. You don't spend no time tuning in. You spend all your time distracted, jacked up on emotion. Come on, man. We got a lot of work to do. Hey, and we better hurry up. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And when they had spoken these words, they appeared no more. So Helidorius, after he had offered sacrifice unto the Most High and made great vows unto him that had saved his life.
He said, boy, yeah, you better do a sacrifice and vow to the creator of heaven and earth. What did he do?
And saluted Onias, returned with his host to the king. Then testified he to all men the works of the great Elohim.
He said he got to tell it. You feel me? That man was about to be killed. And even the angel popped back up and said, you better thank the high priest because I was going to strangle you to death, boy.
To death.
You was going to be reserved for the judgment. Go ahead.
Which he had seen with his eyes.
Yeah.
And when the king asked Helidorius, who might be a fit man to be sent yet once again to Jerusalem,
right?
He said, if thou hast any enemy or traitor,
right,
send him. Oh boy.
He said, if you got an enemy or who?
Or a traitor.
If you got any enemies or a traitor, he can't have who will be fit on there since you came back and failed. Who would be fit? Helidorius like, look, man, if you got an enemy or a traitor, send him. Go ahead,
Send him thither. And thou shalt receive him well scourged.
Yeah, he gonna receive him well whooped. You understand? Because he got handled. Go ahead,
if he escaped with his life. For that place, no doubt, there is an especial power of the Most High.
You hear that? He said, in that place, the Most High is there. You got enemies, send them. They barely escape with their life. If they escape with their life. You see, you got enemy or traitors in him. He'll get whooped. He'll get handled from heaven. Like I did. You see? And he declared to everybody he couldn't shut up. But the power of our prayers, I just wanted to show y'all it. You understand? This is not that you in an open carry state. Not because they just legalized weed. Monsanto finna start growing all the weed. Monsanto, y'all know about Monsanto, right? We know about Monsanto, right? Prosecute them in court thanks to Barack Obama. They the ones growing all your fake GMO food.
Wow.
Focus. That's the problem. Thinking problem we have. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's a thinking problem we have, y'all. It's all thought. It's all mental. It's all mental. You've been conditioned to think a certain way. You've been trained, believe it or not. You've been in front of TV like this your whole life.
On the couch.
That's what you do. You know what you do. Then you raise your children up, they on the tablets, Huh? The teller of vision. Shout out to Nabi Makee Zadik. You understand? The teller of visions, man. Taekwon Nabi Makee Zadik. The elder Makeel Zadik. The elder we know in the nation. You understand? He came out with the teller of visions. Yeah. Television programming. You've been programmed. You've been conditioned to think and act a certain way and speak. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Verse 39. For he that dwelleth in heaven hath his eye on that place, and defendeth it, and he beateth and destroyeth them that come to hurt it.
And he beateth and destroyeth them that cometh to hurt it, man. Come on,
And the things concerning Helidorius and the keeping of the treasury fell out on this sort.
Go to 2 Maccabees 10 next, 14 through 38. 2 Maccabees 10. Y'all get some understanding out there? Y'all get some understanding? Throw a 7 up in the chat. Throw a 7 up in the chat. We got a few more scriptures we want to hit. And just to show our people what it is, man. And even get down to the healing power that's lying dormant within you too. Healing power and all that, man. You understand? Ye are gods and children of the Most High. Yeah, you can die like a man. Yeah, that's true. Right? But that doesn't make the statement before that false. Ye are gods and all you are children of the Most High. Understand? You are part of the Most High's family. Y'all just little G's. We just little G's. You understand? But nonetheless, you understand? We're very close to the Most High. You understand? We're very powerful. All that. All of the above. Y'all get some understanding. Hallelujah, Yah. All praise to the Most High. All right, we in 2 Mac 10. We're going to read 14 through 38. Another example of us praying and supernatural things start happening. The beautiful thing about the Most High, he don't never hit our enemies just one way. Like the Most High just think of ways to hit the enemy. It'd be beautiful. Like just while they scratching and fighting and sleeping. And send that head bus over there, destroy 185,000 of them. That's powerful, man. Feel me? Oh, he think he about to go into the temple and take away the glory. I'm gonna send 3 notable men and I'm gonna send him a vision. You understand? He gonna get whooped from heaven. How about that? He gonna be at the point of death. Then he gonna tap out like the UFC and submit. And then he gonna go brag about me. That's beautiful, man. You serve a mighty power, man. Sometimes I sit back and just try to imagine and think like, wow, that was super precision right there. I wouldn't even thought of that. Thinking like, wow, you know. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
But when Gorgias was governor
Amuna Batya, Shalom. Shalom, my sister. Come on, Hebrew.
Of the holds, he hired soldiers and nourished war continually with the Jews.
So right now, Hebrew, Shalom, family, Shalom, Shalom. Y'all press like on the video. Y'all press like on that video, man. We get a few shares going around here. All praise. Thank y'all for y'all prayers and y'all support. Go ahead, like, go ahead, share it. Facebook, Instagram, you know, all over. All over. You understand? And we want to thank the Most High again. It was just in the spirit that we started doing this DC and Marvel Comics Exposed. And Stan Lieberman, who was Jewish. A lot of people didn't even know that. Known as Stan Lee, who got all his inspiration about the meta-humans and the superhumans and the superheroes out various stories of the Bible. He died yesterday. I say, wow. You feel me? A couple bros just hit me up like, dang, bro, you just bringing that out about him and he dead. I'm like, hey, man, look, it's all praise to the Most High in spirit. You understand? In spirit, it just was time to bring it out. Feel me? So we want to give all honor and praise and glory to the Most High for giving us heavenly inspiration. You understand? And these type of things come out when you pray and you meditate on the word. You spend time with them. You understand? When them righteous vibrations and thoughts start hitting you, you act on them. You understand? You don't sleep on them, you act on them. You get up and stay in motion. Right? And it's always an adventure when it's like that, man. You be out here in full faith. It's an adventure. It's wonderful thinking like this.
Ain't a dull moment.
It's never a dull moment. It's always something. I tell you, my phone always ringing. My WhatsApp always chiming. Bro, dang, it's going down in Zion. But it's never a dull moment, man. You understand? This is exciting, should I say? Never a dull moment. Let's get it out. Where we at?
Maccabees chapter 10, verse 14. And when Gorgias was governor of the whole.
Yeah, look gorgeous. Shout out to man. Most High have mercy on my brother, man. Bless his memory. My Uncle Rock called a boy, man. He used to call. I remember we used to read this back in the day. He used to call dude gorgeous. He was like, yeah, look. He's like, you know, he off nigga named Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I said, oh man. All right, come on. Come on.
He hired soldiers and nourished war continually with the Jews.
Yeah.
And therewithal, the Edomians,
the Edomites, the Idumeans, go ahead.
Having gotten into their hands the most commodious holds kept the Jews occupied and receiving those that were banished from Jerusalem. They went about to nourish war. Then they that were with Maccabeus made supplication and besought the Most High that he would be their helper.
You see that? So they made supplication, which is what, y'all? It's prayer. It's a request to the throne of the Almighty that he would help them, that he would save them. You see what I'm saying? Be our helper, Most High. These prayers got to go up in full faith, right? In full confidence, and you got to be certain of it. That's the problem, y'all. You got to be certain. I mean, you learn to pray through what I call a Euro-Gentile mindset. Different. The flowers and the love, and bless Donald Trump, and and his orange skin, and his Persian rug on his head, and and his Stormy Daniels, his porn whore, and like y'all don't even like what are we praying for the redemption of our people? Are we praying that the kingdom of heaven come? Are we praying that we become better fathers, better husbands, better brothers, better sons? Yeah, like what are we really doing? You feel me? Like you've been conditioned to pray like Ned Flanders off The Simpsons. Diddly do neighbors. Neighbor. Diddly do neighbors. Snickerdoodles. Hey, hon. You know what I'm saying? Like, wake up, man. Snap out of this. You understand? Like, when are we going to really realize what it is and think in? That's the problem. All right? Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
And so they ran with violence upon the strongholds of the Idumeans. And assimilated and assaulting them strongly, and assaulting them strongly, they won the holds and kept of all that fought upon the wall, and slew all that fell into their hands, and killed no fewer than 20,000. And because certain who less than 9,000 were fled together into 2 very strong castles, having all manner of things convenient to sustain the siege. Maccabees left Simon and Zacchaeus also, and them that were with him, who were enough to besiege them, and departed himself unto those places which more needed his help.
Yeah, so we just strategically in certain strongholds. You know what I'm saying? Notice they prayed before they went to war and handled business. That show you that this spiritual war actually turns physical as well. It's letting you know when they tell you we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, it's letting you know the origin of this war is in the spirit. You understand? There are vibrations or principalities over these other nations. You read that in Daniel the 10th chapter. To Greece. You understand? So these that kept the angel from bringing Daniel to his prayer held him back for 21 days. They war in the spirit. You understand? Like every night over him. And they war in the spirit and it manifests in the flesh. So when Paul was saying Ephesians 6, he was going to the origin of the war. The war that we see, all these wars that we see fighting, is a spiritual origin. Right? Until we understand that, we'll never really understand the concept of what's really going on. You'll think just because you're in an open carry state, because Missouri just became one like last year. You understand? Even down in Texas, I was talking about like down in, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about old boy and they locked up under that BIE clause, black identity extremism, Boulagon and them. You understand? They into the training and the gun training and the self-defense and all that. And there's a few positive things they doing as well. You understand? But our guns ain't our salvation. They don't care nothing just because you think you understand, you learn a little gun laws or whatever. They pulled right up when he was getting interviewed by Vice. Got on the bullhorn. Put your guns on the park bench. It's like, oh,
I think I gotta do it.
Man came over there, took them guns. You understand? Checked them out. They gave them back to him. But the whole point is, it was the You see? And just because you can, patrol your neighborhoods and carry guns now openly without fearing going to jail, because that's the only thing it is. You know what I'm saying? You fear going to jail for whatever. Just because you can do that don't mean that's power, y'all. That don't mean that's, you understand, that any type of reform or anything like that. The Black Panthers was on that back in the 60s. You feel me? And they really got them white folks' attention when they walked into the state capitol armed. You dig? But hey, after that, now what? What happened to Huey P. Newton? He died as a crack addict in Oakland in the 90s. You understand? Because that is not our salvation, man. You feel me? Our power is in Yod White. You understand? The perfect example, the perfect way to worship the Most High is after the Son, our master teacher, the Messiah.
That's right.
We are his students. He's the master teacher. And focus on him. He's the perfect example on how you worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. It's about the life of the Messiah. Feel me? Red letter. Don't nothing trump red letter. Feel me? In the Bible, whenever the Messiah speaks, it's red letter. Don't nothing trump red letter. You understand? I don't care what you read and you think it's contradicting. Actually, it's not. You feel me? But when you done talking, he's the master teacher. The Most High said, hear him. You feel me? So don't nothing trump red letter. Whatever you thought you read, Paul said that, even though you just don't understand it, brother. You understand? But Paul was a fallible man. He tell you, I'm a wretched man. You feel me? So even if you thought you read something that was contradicting from Paul, that based off what the Messiah said, who's your master? Paul or the Messiah? Mashiach is my master. You see? So, and Paul ain't saying nothing different. It's just a lot of people don't understand the brother. And a lot of people never finish reading him. Or people got a problem with how he presents himself. He's like, he presents himself in writing a certain way. Feel me? A lot of people can't deal with it. That's because a lot of people are not scholars. That man was a scholar, man. You feel me? So I only speak to them to know the law. If you don't know legalese, you feel me? Like, he's a lawyer, basically. How would you, as a common man, don't even understand legalese or law terms, finna tell a lawyer, you understand, he wrong?
Wow.
You don't know nothing about the law.
Wow.
You feel me? So how you gonna tell him? Nobody say I speak to them that know the law. Like, what are you talking about? You understand? So come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
Now they that were with Simon, being led with covetousness, were persuaded for money through certain of those that were in the castle, and took 70,000 drachms and let some of them escape. But when it was told Maccabees what was done, he called the governor of the people together and accused those men that they had sold their brethren for money and set free to them.
Wow.
So he slew those that were found traitors and immediately took the two castles, and having good success with his what in all things he took in hand, he slew in the two holes more than 20,000.
Hey, yeah, Judah Maccabee wasn't no joke. Like, this is another brother that you can compare to the Hulk. Like, we was talking about Judah, son of Jacob. You understand? We was reading the book of Joshua in part 1 of this series. Judah Maccabee, man, he was laying heads down. His father charged him on deathbed. He said, fear not the words of a sinner. You understand? Like, fight with courage the war of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Bang till you're dead.
That's right.
You feel me? But don't ever compromise with these heathens. Feel me? That brother was like, through his faith, he'll pray. And through his faith, man, he was causing major league problems for them Greeks, boy. He was laying heads down, boy. And that's one of my favorite feasts. Actually, is the Feast of the Dedication. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up. That day, December the 2nd through the 10th. Yeah. We here in St. Louis, we having a feast. Where my sister Anaya at? Aniyah, if you want to, you send me a little info on it or whatever. But December 2nd through December the 10th is the feast. We actually having something out here December the 7th. Yeah. You understand? Just praise the Most High and thank him and go over these memories and thank the Most High for his mighty acts. And it's important, Israel, that you always rehearse the mighty acts of the Almighty. So when you're praying to him and you call him by his name and you bring up his promises, then you bring up his mighty acts, and then you tell him what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the Most High like that. He want to hear that, you understand? That you understand and recognize his sovereignty. You understand? Him being omnipotent, him being owner, possessor, and creator of all things. You see? So this is about this book of the Maccabees is about the hell that the sons of Matthias poured out on them Greeks. It's even about some sellout Hebrews too that decided to become Greek and uncircumcised. And to this day, you got Negro Greeks, Deltas, Sappers, Kappas, all them Alphas. And what's the one sister that do all that irritating?
I don't even know. Man.
You understand? Like you won't come on now. But today, everybody Greeks now. You understand? We had people that died before they converted to some Greeks.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, Doc. Let's get it.
Verse 24. Now, Timotheus had overcome before when he had gathered a great multitude of foreign forces and horses out of Asia. Not a few came as though he would take Jewry by force of arms. But when he drew near, they that were with Maccabeus turned themselves to pray unto Yahweh.
I heard that. Pray unto Yod-Heh-Wah. Pray unto our weapon, our force that we have, our technology we have that they don't have. Huh? Why is 1,000 against one of us ain't enough? Huh? You should have bought like, dang. So you know before they get into the battle, they pray. What is it they understood about the weapon of prayer that we don't? Why have we been taught and can pray like we're heathens? Huh? Why have we been taught and conditioned to pray like we unsure? You pray and you don't. You don't really believe it. You really don't believe the Most High can do what man calls impossible. It's a belief thing, yo. It always has been. It's belief. You've been conditioned and trained to think a certain way, thus making you defenseless.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he prayed, right? Go ahead, Doc.
But when he drew near, they that were Maccabees turned themselves to pray unto Yahweh and sprinkled earth upon their heads and girded their loins with sackcloth.
Same thing that Hezekiah and them was doing. Remember, they put dust on their head, rent clothes, put sackcloth on, right? Go ahead, Doc.
And fell down at the foot of the altar.
Come on.
And besought him to be merciful to them and to be to their enemy.
Be merciful unto us, Yahweh Kassad. Be an enemy to our enemies. Directly. They ain't snickerdoodling. They not diddling. You understand? Not praying that they Yahweh be an enemy to our enemies. Because you promised to curse those that curse us. That bless us. See? You start feeling the love and presence and mercy of the Almighty within you. You'll start feeling it. You understand? Own that and claim that. All right, go ahead.
And to be an enemy to their enemies, and an adversary to their adversaries, as the law declared. So after the prayer, they took their weapons and went on further from the city. They drew near to them they kept by themselves. Now the sun being newly risen, they joined both together, the one part having together with their virtue, their refuge also unto the Lord for a pledge of their success and victory.
Yeah, you see that? You see that? Like for certain with this thing, man. Pledge to the Most High for and victory. You know, pray is in full confidence. They are certain as breathing oxygen. The Most High gonna answer. Watch miracles happen for you. Some of us done had miracles happen for us. A lot of us have.
Yes.
You understand? The problem is you count your dollars but not your blessings. You know how much money you got in your pocket, but you forget quick what the Most High has done for you. Understand? Most of us know we should be dead by now. It's real talk, real rap. Most of us know we should be dead by now. There is no way in the world, you understand? There is no way in the world that all the wickedness that a lot of us are portrayed in our lives, understand, we still breathing. Feel me? Just think about all the ignorance you were in before you even found the truth, man. How much ignorance I was in? Are you crazy, man? Out here just as a little enemy of the Most High, thinking I'm safe. This is all out of bounds, man. All out of box. This makes no sense. The thinking. You feel me? It's insanity. It's insanity. All right, come on now.
The other side making their rage leader of their battle. But when the battle waxed strong, there appeared unto the enemies from heaven 5 comely men on horses.
When the battle waxed strong, you feel me? They appeared from heaven. They appeared from heaven 5 comely men. More angels. More head busters. From where? Shamayim, or heaven. From the heavens. Big. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get her done.
Now the sun being newly risen, they joined both together. The one part having together with their virtues.
Start from the top of that again, Hebrew. Start from the top of that.
This was 29, wherever with the wax strong.
With the men from heaven. Top of that verse, wherever you was at.
Okay, number 29. But when the battle waxed strong, there appeared unto the enemies from heaven 5 comely men upon horses.
See, after the prayer, you feel me? Then they in the battle, and when it waxed strong, the Most High sent angelic forces. This is what the heathens figured out how to. Right in the regular 66, the Apocryphas and the book of Jasher, the whole Bible's a special book of miracles. Read with one angel from the Syrians. That was in the book of Kings. A weapon. See that?
With bridles of gold, and 2 of them led the Jews, and took Maccabees betwixt them. And kept him safe, but shot arrows and lightning against the enemies.
So the Most High fought that body in them and everything. Just like when we was leaving Egypt, you understand, his presence was there with us then. Fiery pillar by night, a cloudy pillar by day. You see what I'm saying? The Most High straight fight for us. A prayer is a mighty weapon. The name of the Most High is a strong tower. And our forefathers had the knowledge, man, when our backs were against the wall, to call on the Most High by his name, bring up his promises, bring up his mighty acts, and they asked him what to be an enemy to our enemies. And what did he do? He was an enemy to our enemies. He did. And had messengers, angelic hitmen. You feel me? Executing judgment on those that were blaspheming, and those that came up to get rid of us, man. That's powerful. You serve a mighty power. Never forget that. And you're very close and peculiar to them. You just don't spend time getting with them. Everybody's busy. Everybody got other things to do. Other than getting with the Almighty. Come on, Ak, let's get it.
Verse 31.
Come on.
And there were slain of footmen 20,500.
You see how many? Well, you see 20,500. This ain't just a little old, Valentine's Day massacre where 7 people get killed. You talking about 20,500 soldiers on the other side that get put down because you simply prayed and asked the Most High for success in battle, and that he would be an enemy to your enemies. And he showed up and showed out. Come on, Knock, let's get it.
And 600 horsemen. As for Theos himself, he fled into a very strong hole called Gazara.
He's like, I'm out of here. He fled, huh? All right, come on, Knock.
Where Darius was governor. But they that were with Maccabees laid siege against the fortress courageously 4 days. And they that were within, trusting to the strength of the place, blasphemed exceedingly and uttered wicked words.
You see, now here y'all go. You still ain't learned. You see, it was supernatural forces of divine intervention that was fighting for the children of Israel, right? You get to fleeing, you get comfortable again. Now you blaspheming. All right, go ahead.
Nevertheless, upon the 5th day, early, 20 young men of the Maccabees company, inflamed with anger because of the blasphemous assault, because of blasphemies, assaulted the wall mainly, and with a fierce courage killed all that they met withal. Others likewise exceeding after them, others likewise ascending after them, whilst they were busy with them that were within, burnt the towers, and kindling fires burnt the blasphemers alive. And others broke upon the gates.
Hey, they were asking the Most High for success in battle. You see what they doing. You understand? But see, it shows you that the spiritual war gets physical too. You got to be proactive. You see? Them brothers was proactive. Yeah, they prayed to the Most High. Yeah, it was divine intervention. But they actually had to get their swords literally bloody as well. You see? Go ahead, Ak, let's get it.
And others broke open the gates, and having received in the rest army, took the city, and killed Timotheus, that was hid in a certain pit, and Charius his brother, with Apolloponus. When this was done, they praised the Most High with psalms and thanksgiving, who had done so great things for Israel.
Did after we have victory, we write a rap. You understand? We write a rap, and every time after victory, we eat and we compose some type of song. Just like when we was coming through Egypt, Exodus 15, where it said Exodus 15:3, the Most High is a man of war, Yahweh's name. That's a song, yo. That's a song. It's an actual song that we sang because we got the victory. You feel me? Through the power of Yahweh. See, and the same thing here. Thank the Most High, sing songs, get the instruments out. You understand? We always been musically inclined people, start feeling good around here. Everything is about vibration, frequency, and sound, you dig? Why you think we got that what they call rhythm and everybody else don't? It's a reason. Was you done with that?
And them the victory.
And giving them the victory. All right, y'all, we got a few more. This is screen share again. I'm about to bring up these scriptures we're going to finish off with. All praise and glory now to the Most High. If y'all getting some understanding, go ahead and throw a 7 up in the chat. Throw a 7 up in the chat, Hebrew. All right. Come on, what's my head? Okay. I want to show y'all something else. There's a few right here. Let's go to Joel chapter 2 next. Joel 2, 1 through 14. All right, Joel chapter 2, 1 through 14. Y'all keep in mind Ezekiel 37, 9 through 14, the army of the Most High. The dry bones coming together, an exceeding great army standing up, and these bones of the whole house of Israel. That's getting to Joel. Keep that in mind as we read Joel chapter 2. All right, Joel chapter 2, 1 through 14. All praise and glory now to the Most High. Y'all get some understanding.
All praises.
Hallelujah. Now let's get it, bro.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Yeah.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yeah.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Most High cometh. For it is nigh at hand.
The day of the Most High cometh. It's nigh at hand. That means the kingdom of the Most High is coming. You see? The fear of the powers that be. Israelite rulership. Israelite superpowers. You understand? And our forefathers displayed this, you understand? But it's going to be even greater in the future. What was lying in them is in us. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains.
Well, that's that special kind of darkness there, ain't it, boy? You talking about some thick darkness, brother? As the morning spread upon the mountains. Okay. All right, go ahead.
A great people and a strong there have not been ever the like.
So now we're from the day of the Most High to people that are with him, right? And a strong that there have not been ever the like. Don't forget, in the day of the Lord or in the day of Yod-Heh-Wah, there's a resurrection and receive our spiritual bodies, our immortal bodies, our powerful, glorified bodies. You know what I'm saying? Those that sleep in the Mashiach, the same he will bring with him. Who are these people with Yahweh, with Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh, in the day of the Most High? When it's lights out, when it's thick darkness, are great people. Now, are these normal, mediocre people? Huh? What kind of people are these? Let's read about these people. Come on now.
Neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
So this means the world ain't never seen nothing like this. And we reading about supernatural stuff you only see in movies. And it's saying the time that's coming, the world ain't never seen nothing like this. What we are to become is even greater than what we read about. Wow. Wow. Wow.
A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burned. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
That means everything behind them been destroyed. What's in front of them is paradise, right? Talking about a fire burning around them, before them, right? And it says, and behind them a flame burner. And then the scripture go into how he make his angels or his messengers a flaming fire. You see what I'm saying? It's showing you that in that day we got our angelic, incorruptible, immortal, powerful, glorious bodies, man. It's the reason why the angels call you brothers. It's a reason. You actually are part of God's family, man. See? And your mission here, you've been sent here to wage war against the forces of darkness, period. That's what we're here for. Thank the Most High. You have awakened to your mission. So many people die without knowing their purpose. So many people die without knowing their purpose. All right, come on now.
And nothing shall escape them.
And nothing shall escape these people. Who are these people displaying these supernatural abilities, man? Come on, Hebrew.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Yeah.
And as horsemen. So shall they run.
You hear that? As horsemen, they gonna run. You understand? So even today, sometimes you got to think of the Bible in like metaphor talk. You understand? Even today, you say this car right here got so much horsepower under the hood. The engine got so much horsepower. It's just letting you know how powerful and how swift these people are going to be. You understand? How powerful, how swift, how strong, right? And you talk like this today when you talk about your favorite car. How many horses you got up under that hood, boy? Come on, Hebrew.
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, so they leap.
So we're gonna have out of this stratosphere leaping ability, like we read in the book of Joshua with Judah and all them. You understand? And Naphtali and all them. They like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. They are the people. These people, right? Come on, Hebrew.
Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Who are these people in the day of the Most High with Yahweh Shai? You understand? When the greatest army ever invades this earth. Who is these people? Again, read Ezekiel 37:9-14. You see that these people are the house of Israel. The men of Israel per se. The warriors. And the bones coming back together. Anybody against the bones uniting and coming back together is not of the Most High. Because it's going against prophecy. It's going against prophecy. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Before their face, the people shall be much pain.
Yeah.
All faces shall gather blackness.
All faces shall what?
Gather blackness.
Wow.
They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yeah, they shall run like mighty men. We shall climb walls like what? Men of war. These people with the Messiah in the day of the Most High. And this is going down in Zion. Y'all see this? It's going down in your land. Wow. Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
And they shall march everyone on his way. and they shall not break their ranks.
Look, everything gonna be in order. This is an army, yo. They should not break ranks. You see that? Come on now.
Neither shall one thrust another.
Come on.
They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
When they fall upon the sword, they should not be wounded, meaning they're gonna be hitting us or hitting these people with all their weapons, and they ain't gonna fail. This means that these people that the world have never seen, that are not breaking rank, that are climbing walls like men of war, that are running with a whole bunch of horsepower, they got leaping ability you ain't seen ever, or immortal. How else are you gonna fall on the sword and not even be wounded? You tell me. How you gonna fall on the sword and not be wounded if you're not immortal? You see? At this point, Israel has what? Received their spiritual bodies. Their spiritual, powerful, incorruptible, immortal bodies. Your adoption back into the family of the Almighty.
All praises, all praises.
This is what we fighting for. Right? This is what we in the hope to get back to. But it starts with our thinking, family. All right? Go ahead, Al.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Then they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
What? Come on.
The earth shall quake before them.
Y'all hear that? The earth is going to quake before us. It's going to quake before the whole house of Israel, the army of Yahweh. You understand? And don't forget, once they already calling us brothers angels. Can you imagine what it's going to be like in that day? You made like unto angels. You understand? Most High sending out hits and all. Man, look, they say the earth is going to quake before them. The earth. Powerful. This is what they fear. Never forget it. Make sure y'all hitting like on the video. Y'all share it too. Facebook, all over social media. It's all good. All right, come on out.
The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Now you know this lines right up with Matthew 24. When the Messiah comes, what? With his angels to gather his elect. Right? So once we precept everything together, we see that this is us during the first resurrection. You understand? Being given immortal status, incorruptible status, powerful status. Look, they weapons will be of no avail. They won't even wound us. You see? And you think it's a game that Trump and them are looking for a space force now? About to put together a space force? They know these prophecies. You don't know them. All right, go ahead.
And the Most High shall utter his voice before his army.
Before what?
Before his army.
The Most High got an army, y'all. Yahweh's army. All right? Trip off that. And they tell you that his army is the whole house of Israel. Ezekiel 37, 9 through 14. Everybody love to say, can these bones live? Well, the bones that come together that stand up an exceeding great army is the whole house of Israel. Huh? And that's resurrection, whether you talking about spiritual resurrection or physical. Come on, let's get.
For his camp is very great.
What is great?
For his camp is very great.
Most High, that's the only camp I'm part of.
That's right.
Anybody talking great? Y'all part of camps? You better be part of Yahweh's camp too. That's the only camp I'm part of. The only camp I'm part of, the only camp I know is the house of Israel, man. That's it. You understand? And that's Yahweh's camp. That's his army. All right, go ahead.
For he is strong that execute his words. For the day of the Most High is great and very terrible.
And what terrible?
And very terrible.
Slightly terrible.
And very terrible.
Usually terrible.
And very terrible.
Very terrible. Come on, Hebrew.
And who can abide it?
Man, who can abide that, man?
Therefore, also now saith Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, and rend your heart, and not your garments.
Yeah, you see that? And that's for brothers that depend solely on the outer cup.
Oh, wait.
Most I say rend your mind, man, your hearts and not your garments. Because usually when it's time to go down, what we've been reading, we tear our garments. But the Most I saying true repentance is when you tear your mind. You understand? Rend your mind, crucify that old man. Make a sincere repentance. Just because you done tore your little garment up, You understand? Don't really mean you're sincere or you're sorry or your repentance is for real. Right? We've been reading today on 2 or 3 occasions where Israel would tear their garments and put dust on their heads and pray. You understand? He telling you right here, like, hey, rend your heart, not your garments. In other words, make a sincere. Come on, Ak, let's get it.
And turn unto the Master your Elohim, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger.
Yes, he is.
And of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil.
Right.
Who knoweth if he will return and repent, and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto the Master, your power.
Allah, Lord, yeah. Joel 3, 2 verses, 19 and 20. What it say, y'all?
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Yehuda, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Yehuda shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation.
All praise, glory, and honor. Next, y'all, we about to deal with the healing aspect, the healing powers that you have lying dormant within you. You understand? The Most High, through his son, you know what I'm saying, gave power. You know what I'm saying? The Messiah gave power to his disciples, or knowledge to his disciples on how to heal every manner of disease and cast out unclean spirits. You had that power. You had that power. Claim it, man. Feel me? Don't doubt it. Don't be like, I don't know, I'm scared, it might not work. You understand? Let go of all doubt and all fear and trust in the Almighty. As certain as you breathe in oxygen right now, trust in him. Be bold in him. Of course, humble yourself. Call him by his name. Bring up his promises. Bring up his mighty acts and be direct in what it is you asking for. You understand? And be certain as gravity that is coming.
That's
you
right.
Understand? And there it is. All right. So now we're about to deal with the healing aspect, because that's power as well. The Most High just don't assist us in physical war. You dig? Anything that's plaguing our bodies. Anything that's plaguing the bodies of your loved ones. That's why we always told to go visit the sick, because we supposed to what? Be praying over them, y'all. Probably laying hands on the sick. You understand? Claiming health. Claiming that you're whole. Claiming that you're cured. You understand? Real talk. And it's crazy because people don't even worship your God getting results.
Wow.
Because they understood, y'all, that this, look, science has been doing, they understand the power of your mind. You see what I'm saying? And this is us. It's gonna be even more powerful with us because we actually are consciously worshiping Yod Wahid. Huh? The very name that the scientists have found out is a formula for our DNA. The very name of your God that we've been reading, that our forefathers been calling on, and miracles been happening. You even got the power to heal, man. Believe it or not, by laying on of hands and praying properly. You understand? There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't heal either. All right, Matthew 10 and 1, one verse.
And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits.
See, you have power against unclean spirits, man. You do. You see? And even when that devil worshiper John Ramirez, we was talking about him the other day. You understand? The ex-devil worshiper John Ramirez, he even admitted, he was like, if you were strong in faith, I could do nothing to you. If you were strong in faith and really was a worshiper or follower of the Most High God, I had no power over you. But if you was weak in faith, he was talking about like church folk and all that, like most church folk, man, please, man, he was like victims. Victims. I had my way with them. Victims. And that's why we're saying abide in the grace of the Almighty by staying focused on righteousness, y'all. You feel me? You actually got enemies out here for real that worship the devil. That's praying for your demise, plotting on your demise. Why wouldn't you stay in righteousness? That way you can be up under his grace, so a black-hearted bastard like John Ramirez in his prime wouldn't have no power over you. You can't be lukewarm in this, y'all. This is a war. You have to choose a side. You have to choose a side. All right? Luke chapter 10, 1 through 20, y'all.
After these things, the master owed other 70 also.
So the Messiah had more than 12 disciples. He actually had like 82. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
And sent them two and two before his face into every city and place, whither he himself would come. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the master of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. Go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Carry neither purse, nor scrip, nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. And into whatsoever house ye enter, first say, Shalom be to this house. And if the Son of Peace be there, your shalom shall rest upon it. If not, it shall turn to you again. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the labor is worthy of his hire.
See that? So he's letting it be known, like when you go out, man, look, don't even trip off. You understand? Like what you gonna eat? None of that. If you putting in this work for the Most High, you gonna eat. The workman is worthy of his hire. The workman is worthy of his meat. He talking about those that's out here spiritually feeding his flock. Brothers is out here really teaching the flock and all that. You understand? He's like, you ain't gotta worry about eating. You gonna eat. You gonna eat. All right? You know what I'm saying? Don't take no script for your journey. Don't take a whole bunch of shoes.
Yeah.
You feel me? He even tell him no purse like a wallet. You understand? You see? Bing, bing. They say carry neither purse nor script nor shoes and salute no man by the way. Why? Because you on a mission. You ain't got time to be stopping and shooting the breeze with nobody.
That's right.
You on a mission. All right. Verse
7. Go not from house to house.
Yeah, like you Jehovah's Witness. Go ahead, Doc.
And into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you, eat such things that
no doubt.
And heal the sick.
And what?
And heal the sick that are therein.
He telling his disciples, you got power to heal the sick. Do it. You see? But you gotta really believe, y'all. This is not no soothing read. You have it. He told you the kingdom of heaven is within. You got it. Either you believe it or not. And you're gonna keep letting these heathens, you understand, who really don't even worship your God, but they're stealing his knowledge out of his book and using it to manifest their reality. You understand? It's your knowledge they're using. They're just not paying homage. Right? Heal the sick, right? Go ahead.
And say unto them, the kingdom of the Most High has come nigh unto you. But into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your ways out into the streets of the same, and say, even the very dust of your city, which cleaveth on us, we do wipe off against you. Notwithstanding, be ye sure of this, that the kingdom of Yahweh is come nigh unto you.
All right, jump down for time's sake. We're going to jump down right here to when they came back, verse 17. These are 7. Go ahead.
And the 70s returned again with joy, saying, Master, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name.
You see, they like, look, the devils, the dark spirits, the demons, they're in subjection to us through thy name, through your authority. You see that? Remember, our instructions are to ask the Most High anything in the name of Hamashiach, Yahushua the Messiah. Feel me? That's how you seal all your prayers in that vibration right there. Right? So he was like, in that name, that lets you know the devils are scared of that. I say it in full faith. The devils are scared of that. You understand? So right there, it says, in the 70 return again, saying, Master, even the devils are subject unto thy name, thy power, thy authority. Right? 18.
And he said unto them, I beheld Hasatan as lightning fall from heaven.
That's right.
Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions.
Y'all hear that? Come on.
And over all the power of the enemy.
Come on.
And nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Nothing by any means shall hurt you. The Messiah gave us power, man. You have power. He said, come by observation. Lo, look in here, and lo, now the kingdom of God is already within you. You got power. You see? And that very power is laying dormant within your DNA. It's inside of you because you are the children of these people we're reading about. Mm. If the covenant applies to you, the power applies to you too. Mm-hmm. It's lying inside of you. Dormant means it's lying, sleeping, waiting to be waking up, waiting to be reawakened, waiting to be reactivated. Believe it or not, I even gave you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. Hashatana ain't got no power over you. You understand? You a straight weapon of the Almighty, believe it or not. Right? Walking in the proper vibration, boy, them demons don't want none. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Yeah, I heard that. You moving and operating like that. Really realize your names are written in the book of life, man. Right? Yeah, the demons are subject to you, but man, be more amped that this means that, guess what? Your name is written in the book of life. Don't get it blotted out. Revelation 3 and 5. 3 and 5 says your name is in there, but it can be blotted out. That's why you got to take it to the end, man. All right? Matthew 17 is next, y'all, 14 through 21. We only got a few. I think it's like one more scripture after that. Matthew 17. Yep. Yeah, we got like two more scriptures after that, then we're going to close it on out. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High. I want to create and possess of all things.
All praises.
All right, let's get her done.
And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him, and saying, Master, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic, and sore vexed. For oftentimes he falleth into the fire, and often into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him.
You hear that? So that today they call it epilepsy. Somebody that have seizures, understand? And wherever he at, he can fall into some water, fall into some fire. And we brought him to your students, but they weren't able to heal him. Okay, so what's the problem then? Because he just said he gave him power, right? Why is it that they couldn't heal him? Let's read it, Hebrew.
And Yahweh answered and said, O faithless, and
I see. Right out the gate, he came out with the belief. You're faithless. You understand? You really don't believe. And he called the generation perverse. Come on, Doc.
How long shall I be with you?
Come on.
How long shall I suffer you?
Come on.
Bring him hither to me.
Come on.
And Yahweh shall rebuke the devil.
He did what?
He rebuked the devil.
That's right.
And he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour.
So believe it or not, epilepsy is a dark spirit. It's a demon. You understand? So, you got the doctors and them trying to treat it based on and just trying to pacify the demon by giving this chemical or this pill or this medicine, right? To pacify the demon, you understand, instead of curing the person by casting the devil out of. You understand? Again, y'all, it's back to belief. He said faithless, which means you ain't got a strong conviction. You doubting. You really don't believe, right? So he was cured from that very hour, right? Go ahead, Doc.
Then came the disciples of Yahweh apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Yahweh said unto them, Because of your unbelief.
Because of what?
Because of your unbelief.
You was doubting. See, doubting is the enemy of your faith. You understand? Doubting creeping in because of fear. Guess what? You can't do a miracle. Can't heal. You doubting. Step one was you was faith. You was intimidated by that. You actually thought in your mind when you saw what was going on with him, dang, I don't really think he gave us power to do that.
Wow.
He gave us power to do other, but he ain't said nothing about that one right there. I don't know. I'm saying I don't want to look stupid in front of all these people.
Yeah.
Doubting. That's why at times the Messiah put people out the room and get out the room. Put everybody out, including the parents. Get out. I need to work my work. Yeah, because of your unbelief, right? Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove.
Yeah.
And nothing shall be impossible unto you.
That's why the scriptures tell you. It says the same thing about the Most High. There's nothing impossible with the Most High. This right here says nothing will be impossible to you. Right? It's a thinking problem, y'all. It's a thinking. It's a belief problem. It's a faith problem. It ain't nothing else. You see, the biggest thing been having us to think everything is external, outside of us. And again, you've been conditioned and trained to think a certain way. He said if you had faith, the grain of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And won't be nothing impossible to you. Now, you can take that how you want to take it. I just, any obstacle in my life, I move it out the way. Or you can believe it like I believe it, meaning I can literally move a mountain. You understand? I can literally move a mountain if I believe. Sound radical, don't it? But hey, that's the vibration they don't want you thinking in. All right? Nothing shall be impossible unto you. It lets you know that it's real. All right? 21, key evidence. Come on.
Howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting.
You want to battle a demon like what the doctors term as epilepsy? Somebody that's having seizures, guess what you need to do? You got to get your fast on, you got to pray. Feel me? Because every situation is different. You understand? Laying hands on your child so they can recover from a cold, you dig, is way different than battling a demon, you feel me, that got this person having seizures. This kind that you was up against, for one, you didn't believe you could do it. That was that was step number one. You understand? You actually doubted you could cure this cat. You know what I'm saying? That you could heal him. Step number one, you ain't believe it. Step number two, trip off this. You gotta have faith and believe, man. If you had the faith the size of a mustard, you can move mountains. Nothing to be impossible to you, right? But then 21, let it be known, you want to battle a demon like that, you gotta fast and pray. So now we got another weapon, fasting. Boy, and the Negro is a slave to his stomach today, boy. Boy, you tell him he can't eat for 24 hours, boy, he be nervous, forehead sweating. You understand? He be like, brother Messiah fasted 40 days and 40 nights, man. What if that was a prerequisite to be his disciple? You had to fast 40, you had to get baptized in some water, you feel me, go right into your wilderness and fast for 40 days and 40 nights and be tempted by the devil to receive your power on high. Who down? Who down? What was that? What if that was the prerequisite to really operate and regulate like the Christ did? Who down? Huh? Say you've already been baptized or and anointed. You understand? Next step would be if we following him how the scriptures say, well, the next step is you got to get your 40 days and 40 nights on. Tempted of the enemy. Huh? Then he returned in full power. Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. What if that was a prerequisite? You got to put your 40 in to get that power like that. Not saying because the disciples and them had powers too. I'm saying if you want to be like Hamashiach, you want to be doing what he did, what if the prerequisite is you got to get your 40 days and 40 nights on? Well, wait, how many of us really want it? You understand? How many of us could focus for 40 days and 40 nights? For one, I wouldn't be on social media. Y'all wouldn't hear from me. Y'all wouldn't even hear from me. I'll go into the wilderness. I got to be somewhere where I ain't distracted. At all for 40 days. I can't be on social media. I can't be working, nothing.
Can't even smell no bread.
Nothing. I got to be off to myself. But what if that was a prerequisite? You see? For you to harness and bring forth and manifest what we read that the Messiah was doing. You had to get your 40 days and 40 nights on. We see Elijah did it too, and we see Moses did it. Great men of the Most High. You dig? Oh-wee. 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 All right, Doc, let's get it. Well, so a demon like that causes seizures, that goes out by prayer and fasting. So if you're going to heal someone, you understand, laying hands or praying over someone that has seizures, whatever, make sure you've been fasting and make sure you've been praying before you show up. And go over there in full confidence and full certainty. You understand? Lay hands and get them together. All right? This right here is James 5, show you about the prayer of a righteous man, right? James 5, 13 through 18.
Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms.
Hold on, let's say, is anyone among you afflicted, let him what? Pray. You see? We got healing powers too. Right? Prayer ain't just for assistance in warfare. You feel me? Prayer is used also to combat sicknesses. Come on out.
Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Master.
Do you hear that? So you see what's going on? If there are sick amongst the assembly, what the elders are supposed to be doing? They're supposed to be praying over them and anointing them with oil. That's that olive oil in the name of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Y'all see that? In the name of the Master. Like, that's a commandment. That's not nothing to do. Like, we supposed to be doing it. How many people amongst your gathering are sick? When was the last time you prayed over them, laid hands on them, and anointed them? Like, are we really doing this thing? Or is just we in a religious stupor? Tell me. Tell me. I'm seeing things we supposed to be doing that ain't manifesting. It ain't happening. Right? I even remember back in the day, a few years ago, you had Nick Rose out of that GMS camp that was like thanking the Most High members amongst them died. Because a brother may have had a disagreement with him or something like that. You feel me? I'm like, look, y'all supposed to be elders. Y'all supposed to be praying over the sick. What you mean? Anointing them with oil. Like, happy somebody died, bro. Look, y'all better get that together. That ain't nothing to play around with. The elders of the assembly are supposed to be praying over the sick and anointing them with oil in the name of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. It's right there in plain English. You see? But a lot of us don't do that, man. 15, what it say?
And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Master shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him.
Do y'all hear that? In the prayer of faith, the prayer of belief. That's a prayer of certainty, y'all. In full confidence, shall what? Save the sick. So if you do your part, the most I say, I'll do mine. If you pray over the sick, I'll raise them up. Either ain't gonna pay for you believe it. She says, is there a such thing as blessed oil? I feel she, bro. There's so much to unlearn, ain't it? You dig? But it's olive oil, bro. You feel me? It's the faith that makes the miracle happen. It's the belief. You understand? You can be praying to the Most High to rain down a healing blessing, and as you doing that, they could feel that oil hitting their head. You feel me? Hitting their head or hitting right down around their nose or whatever on down. You feel me? It's more of a training the mind to accept the fact that you understand it's healed. They do that today with placebo, sugar pills. Like, take this, you feel better. You know, you took it, you convince yourself, I feel better. And then like, what was that you gave me? Sugar. It's the same with the olive oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you praying that the Most High rain down a healing blessing, at the same time, let that oil be hitting the crown of his head. You understand? And it's to convince the mind. You feel me? Because that's what it is. It's a mind thing.
Yeah.
Your mind will heal your body. It's a mind thing. You understand? It's to convince the mind. You understand that it's healed. Right? That what you calling for in the visible just became visible. Bam. All right? That's what that's about. All right? Yeah, it really works, no doubt. Yeah. That olive oil, good. Yeah, she said, put that on my bread instead. Yeah, do what you do. Do what you do. All right, Hebrew, come on, let's get it.
Verse 16. Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another.
That's right, man. Pray for one another. Come on.
That ye may be healed.
That ye may be what?
that ye may be healed.
Our weapon to heal, you understand, is prayer. It's prayer. Come on, Doc.
The effectual fervent prayer. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much.
Yeah, because a righteous man, and I would say it says effectual. That's something that works. Fervent. That's something that's done on the regular, in sincerity. You see? Prayer, your weapon of a righteous man, those in the righteousness of the Most High, observing the commands, following the Messiah. That prayer availeth much. And we got an example, verse 17.
Elijah was a man subject to like passions as we are.
Yeah, Elijah was a man subject to like passions like you. Come on.
And prayed earnestly that it might not rain. And it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months.
Boy, Elijah problem for the naysayers. We read about Elijah earlier. You understand? And right after he slayed them false prophets, that's when it rained. But that was a 3.5 year drought. It's 3.5 year drought. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
And he prayed again, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth brought forth her fruit.
Beautiful, beautiful. John 14, 6 through 14. John 14, this is going into how, look, you're going to do greater works. He said it, not me. Right? DC and Marvel Comics disposed the fear of Isra-Elite Supermen. Part 3. Feel me? And all praise to the Most High. He allowed us to be in the spirit to bring forth part 1, part 2. Then Stan Lee dies. He died yesterday. I'm like, wow. You understand? So, but that comes, y'all, from praying and meditating on the regular. The Most High send you, divine inspiration, and you jump on it. You understand? That's how you supposed to do it. Let's get it, Hebrew.
Yahweh shall say unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Come on.
No man cometh unto the Abba but by me.
That's right.
If ye have known me, ye should have known my Abba also. And from henceforth ye know him, and have seen him. Philip said unto him, Master, show us the Abba, and it suffices us. Suffices us. Yeah. Yahweh shall saith unto him, have I been so long with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Abba.
Philip.
And how sayest thou then, show us the Abba? Believest thou not that I am in the Abba, and the Abba in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself.
That's right.
But the Abba that dwelt in me.
The Father that dwelleth in him, the spirit of Yod-Heh-Wah was in the Mashiach, man. You understand? And he say, if you keep my commandments and abide in my love, me and my Father will come make our abode in you. Woo! All that power up in your mentals, up in your mind, man. Are you serious? Man, he praying that the Most High allow you to, you understand, especially you brothers out there teaching or whatever, that, the Most High allow you or free you up, spread his word, and you understand, feed his flock and to heal his flock, man. Like, that should be mission number 1, to wage war against the forces of darkness. You dig? That's what we supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be doing. All right, come on, Hebrew.
I speak not of myself, but the Abba that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. Believe me that I am in the Abba.
Believe me that I am in. He said, the Father that dwelleth in me, he do the works. Y'all heard that? Wow, man. Come on, Hebrew.
And the Abba in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake.
Come on.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me.
Come on, he that believeth on the Mashiach, whom the Most High sent. The Most High sent the Messiah. He that believeth on me, come on.
The works that I do shall he do also.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all believe that? That's the question. He said, he that believeth on me. Y'all hear that? He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. Y'all, man, look, we done read about so many miracles the Messiah did. He said, what, you gonna be doing the same works? We wasting our time, man. We too distracted. If you're not out here doing the works of a Mashiach, you've been distracted. We've been wasting time. What are we doing? You feel me? We so behind in the mission that we were sent here to do. Come on, Doc, let's get it.
And greater works than these shall he do.
Wow.
Because I go unto my Abba.
Yeah, I go to my Father. He gonna do greater works than this. Greater works than what we reading about. Are you serious? Wow, man. Come on, Doc.
And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Abba may glorify in the bond. If ye shall ask anything in my name,
come on,
I will do it.
Flat out. That's a promise. Do y'all hear that? If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. That's a promise. Seal all your prayers in the vibration of Yahweh Shaddai Messiah. You understand? I even know brothers in full faith that have said in the name of Christ, and still it still works. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Said it in the name of Christ, and it still popped off. Like, dang. It's your mind, man. It's your belief. It's your faith. All right. Last few verses. We ain't gonna read all of it. All right. We're gonna read right here at verse. We're gonna read right here Matthew 17. I mean Matthew 21. Please forgive me. Matthew 21. We're gonna read verse 18. We're gonna read verse 18 to 22. And we're gonna close out with a prayer.
Now in the morning, as he returned into the city, he hungered. And when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever.
You see that? So he basically cursed. He basically cursed the fig tree. You understand? Look, if you're not fulfilling your purpose, a fig tree is supposed to have figs on it. You're not fulfilling your purpose, guess what? You got the same judgment as this fig tree right here. Right? Basically cursed them. Go ahead, Doc.
And presently the fig tree withered away. And when the disciples saw it, they marveled, saying, how soon is the fig tree withered away?
Come on.
Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not.
If you have belief, y'all, a strong conviction, being fully persuaded, you understand, and doubt not. How does doubt creep in? Because you're scared. Fear. He ain't gave us the spirit of fear. False evidence appearing real. Shout out to Daniel Solomon again. That's something he taught us years ago. False evidence appearing real. Fear creep in, you start doubt. You understand? Guess what? No miracles. The description of the Bible to say the Messiah didn't do any miracles in this one place because didn't nobody believe. No belief. You understand? No miracles. The bigger your faith, the bigger the miracles.
Yeah, when he used to help people, he used to say, go, your faith has made you whole.
Yeah. Real talk. Your faith, your belief did that. If you will, he said, I will. Your faith did it though. All right, come on now.
And doubt not. Ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea.
Yeah.
It shall be done.
That's right.
And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer.
Hold on. Whatsoever things you should ask what?
In prayer, believing, ye shall receive.
Hey man, that's a dagger. That's a bomb right there. Do y'all hear that? Whatsoever things you ask in prayer, guess what? That's what's gonna happen to you. And believe it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask and you gotta believe it. You gotta be in full confidence and you gotta be certain about it. You feel me? So all praise and glory now to the Most High.
All praises.
Owner, creator, and possessor of all things. Shout out to my Ak Jabez, Israel, Shalom, Ak, bro, Yahudiyah. On point A, all praise, bro. Corey Yehuda, what it do, Ak? Shalom, man. Zafani Habak Yisrael. All praises. Amuna Batya, Shalom, she bro. Saraya, she bro. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. Shout out to all y'all, man. May the Most High bless you. My girl, Poppy. All praises. Blue Tinsel, Shalom. My girl, Mina J. Mina J. She's still on there. Mina J ain't on her no more. But shalom to all y'all. We're going to end this with a prayer, of course. It's only right. We're going to end it with a prayer. We're going to do Psalm 147. Y'all face Jerusalem. Y'all face Jerusalem so we can get this off. All praise to the Almighty. Yeah. What's your pen on it? All praise and glory now to the Most High. Everybody face Jerusalem. Y'all would not be interviewing the brother from Jerusalem this Sunday. Y'all would. But y'all know man's going to the Almighty. All right, so we're going to do Psalm 147. Psalm 147, y'all, with the Most High's permission. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. Yeah, Psalm 147. Now, you know what? Let's do that Psalm 149. 149. Psalm 149. That's one of my favorite ones right there. Psalm 149. The Most High's permission. Praise ye Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yod-Heh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor, this honor, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye, Yahweh. Hallelujah.
Selah.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High. All right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. You know, gotta get them backs whipped in the morning. Plantation life.
Judah Black.
You understand?
Shout out to
Judah Black. Judah Black. Oh yeah, South 71. What up, Judah Black? Kevin Bowman, my brother. The Bowmans up in Kansas City. All praise to the Most High. May Most High bless y'all. So until the next time, y'all, pray y'all got understanding. I pray y'all enjoyed the message. It don't stop to the casket drop. Y'all willing war ready Wednesdays tomorrow. I believe you're gonna be debating what they talking about, the flat earth or something like that. Either the earth flat or was it the globe or is it something? I don't know. But brothers gonna bring out their information. All praise to the Most High. Great lesson. All praises. Marvel sucks. The Most High be with us all. Pray for us as we continue to pray for y'all. All right, to the next time, y'all. Y'all willing to see y'all tomorrow evening. Shalom.